Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to our lunchtime shenanigans. It's always fun. I had to sneeze. Must be sorry about that. It just came out of nowhere. So today we will playing some more Hatoful Boyfriend. I'm excited. I had a lot of fun yesterday playing it because it's just so silly. I'm also gonna got my coffee ready. You always gotta have your coffee. So it'll be good. It'll be fun. Today, I think I can squeeze in three playthroughs, which will be fun. I've got plans at least set out. Two of them are for the same pigeon, so we can kind of skip a little bit in the middle, that we've already done. So that'll be kind of a little quicker. I'm excited either way. We'll be getting into some of the fun ones. I'm excited, as most people are. And I hope you guys will be excited too for joining me. I hope you'll have fun. So let's jump into it. Let's have fun. Let's go find our pigeon love. Doki doki. Hello everyone. I hope you're doing well today. Alrighty. Unmute. The game is still really, 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 really loud. Like really loud. So it's just kind of. But we have the Hatoful boyfriend, as usual. It's exciting. I'm excited. You're excited. That's why you're here. Otherwise, you're just here to support me because Doki Doki. We're just gonna do it. All right. So let me get my little guide up because I have to have a guide because I don't know what I'm doing. Today for the first one, we're actually gonna start with Negeki, which is this little dove right here in the front. Let me get in the game. It's this little morning dove. He's the kind of emo, quiet one that's in the library all the time. So we're gonna start with him, which is good because a friend of mine's cat was using her kitty instincts and she was just chilling in the window watching birds outside and they were mourning doves. So naturally we have to date the mourning dove. It's honor of you, Scarlet. All for you, Scarlet. Doki doki. The fact that I'm wearing a dark red shirt just is actually because it was on top of the pile. And it was clean. Alrighty, let's go. St. Pigeon's Institute. And as we know, first name will be Scarlet. She'll be Scarlet. Last name. A lot of people call you Scarlet. I don't think she has a last name. Put it down a little more. You'd be amazed. Okay, so she'll be Scarlet Kitty Cat. You bet it is. No, we're not displaying human portraits this time. Just because we are Scarlet Kitty Cat. We want all the kitties. Meow meow. Alright. Now we are going to kind of skip through the intros. Because we all kind of have met them. If you have no clue what's going on, watch yesterday's stream. It'll be on YouTube. But it's also from here. This is our teacher. It's a sensei. It's Kazuki sensei. Good morning, everybody. Nanaki Kazukai. I seem to be your teacher this year. I specialize math and physics and also some other things. He's always sleepy. Sir, wake up. This is home. This is Ryota. He is your childhood best friend. He sleeps with his eyes open. Spooky. He's a very pretty birdie. He's a quail. Sorry, isn't it a little warm in here? Which reminds me, we have a transfer student. Please introduce yourself, Shirogane. What is the point? He is actually the one we will be doing our two routes for, because he has two different endings. So we will be doing both of those today. I have no wish to speak with commoners. Do not think I'm here because I wish to be. Here's our snobby aristocrat. Oh, I guess that's that. Hey, that's no good. But he doesn't want to introduce himself. We can't just let him break the rules like that, sir. The system will collapse into Kaluas and dissenters. Well, when you put it like that, could you at least say your name, Shirogane? Shirogane Label Sakuya. Sakuya. So pretty. My fantail is Shirogane Sakuya. His feathers would make any birdie proud. Yes, all the pronouns. They're all any birdie. It's pretty stuck up, but then transferring is never easy. I hope we could be friends. Sakuya sits down, glaring daggers at Ryuya and me. I think this little birdie's telling me there's gonna be trouble down the line. Be trouble. Lunchtime already. Today is slipping by so quick. That reminds me, I've had these books from my library all summer. I'll return them now. Should have returned them, girl. Where is everyone? Aside from the receptionist, there's hardly any birdie here. Huh? Is someone looking at me? Probably just my imagination. Or not. A mourning dove stands in a dark corner, staring in my direction. Mourning doves aren't very common in Japan, but apparently they're everywhere in America. Like outside my friend's window, for their cat to enjoy. Did you want something for me? He looked away. Not really. I'm pretty sure it was him who I felt looking at me. There's no one else here. Are you sure? Yes, I don't want anything with you. It's that things you're carrying I'm interested in. He glances at the disc, as if to say, hurry up and return them now. Oh, sorry, they were a little too dense and I never finished them. Were you waiting for them all summer? He silently returns his gaze to his book. Maybe he's in a bad mood. First day of school. Oh, it's always rough. I'm Kitty Cat Scarlet, a sophomore. What about you? You're... Negeki. Fushiro Negeki. Freshman. They're beautiful. That'd be so pretty. Fushiro. Maybe just because he's a mourning dove, but he seems a little sad. I went to McDonald's for breakfast. The chicken McGriddles are my jam. So my jam. Leave me alone. He's reading his book again. Okay, sorry to bother you. I keep meeting depressing people today. It's never fun. Now that I have that out of the way, I think I'll head back to class. Wait, isn't that... You should have been instructed not to approach me in school. Come on, Sakuya, what kind of thing is that to say to your own brother after all these years? My brother? You must be joking. You've never once been a brother to me. Please don't try and talk to me again. I have no time for half-breeds. I'm going now. Hey, just wait up. Yeah, one thing they don't really clarify in this game is your size. Like, they don't tell you if the birds are, like, slightly smaller than you. Like, they don't tell you if the bird, because they're sentient birds. So you really don't know, are they, like, just birds that are sentient? Or if they've grown to human-sized birds. Like, they don't really make it clear. I guess even if we're in the same school, what's done is done. I had meant to eavesdrop, but I think I just overheard something juicy. I love juicy gossip. I just do. The ever popular trendsetter and ladies' man, Sakazi Yuya, is Sakuya's brother? I wonder what the story behind that is. Hey! Ah! Senpai noticed me! We romanced him last game, and we found out he is actually a spy. Working to try and figure out who the Hawk's informant is. Who we learned that was the doctor in the infirmary. Hello, viewer. Hope you're doing well today. Enjoying this, we are doing a Hatoful boyfriend. Haven't missed much. We're just kind of introducing all the characters. Going over a little bit of plot we learned yesterday. And we are going to be romancing Negeki, who is in the library. He's kind of a mysterious one, a little gloomy. Be interesting to see his plot. But we're doing that in honor of my friend's cat Scarlet, who we're named after today. And she saw a morning dove this morning, and she sat by the window and watched it all morning, tail flicking, whiskers fruffy. She's had to know more about it, so we're gonna do that first, just for her. This is Senpai. You heard the whole thing right. Are you a friend of Sakuya's? I'm sorry! I didn't mean to listen to you! No sweat. I tried to stay sexy and suave in front of all you ladies, but that there wasn't too cool. No. Sakuya, Yuya. Fantail Pigeon is Sakazaki. Yuya, an upperclassman. He is senpai. I've never talked to him before, but he's famous, or infamous, throughout the school. Everybody knows of him. Ooh, woo. You're Scarlet, right? How did you know? I know everybody here. Besides, you're the only human. That kind of makes it a little easy. A single poppy in a field of rye. Did you say you were a friend of Sakuya's? Not exactly. We had a ballistic introduction this morning. We're in the same class, that's all. I never thought that a stuck-up aristocrat wannabe was your brother. Aristocrat wannabe. He is an aristocrat, actually. Genuine article in the flesh. In the feathers? Felt like they missed out on a good pun there. He is? He's a bit of a pain, so good luck, mon ami. Adieu. There was a lot of French yesterday while we were romancing him. Wow, he really is a noble bird. I've never heard anything like that about Yuya, though. Probably twisty business. It's not sexy business. Well, it's a little sexy. But that's a different game. Still working on that for folks. We are still working on that. Almost got it. That's it for today, folks. Stay safe, everyone. Yay! Huh? So where's Yuta? He said he was going to the infirmary. Maybe you should go see if he's still there. Now that I think about it, Ryota always did have a weak stomach. I should go to the infirmary just to make sure he's okay. Excuse me? No birdies here. There's no one sleeping behind the curtains, and the doctor isn't here either. My hunter-gatherer instincts feel no presence. There's no birdie here. Ryota? No reply. No, the infirmary is empty. Weird, did he go home already? I feel a bit nervous poking around the empty room. Now that I think of it, I haven't been here much before. Unlike Ryota, I'm perfectly healthy. Show off. Whoa, they've got all kinds of drugs in here. Ethopard, Trife, Lucio, Bense. What do these even do? I have no idea. Care to find out? Chonky! Doctor! I'll feed you all sorts of things if you want. No, thank you. Where's your chonky? This partridge is Iwamine Shu, the school doctor. He's rather creepy in person, has a bad reputation among the student body. Everybody knows that even just talking to him can bring you down with asparagus, psittacosis, or even worse things. And I never even heard him come to the door. A ninja doctor? Now, we found out in our playthrough yesterday with the story through Yuya that he is actually part of the Hawk political community, and he has been doing experiments on birdies, and that it really is the quills in the school and some of the poultry at the cafeteria are really former students. We found out that yesterday. So just kind of keep that little nugget in your head. You don't look like you have a good reason to be here. Do you need something? I heard Ryuya Kaware from 2-3 was supposed to be here. Hmm? He's already gone. Oh, why didn't he come find me before going home? Sorry to bother you. I'll be going now. Ah. Ooh, creepy. Huh, finally out of that den of evil. Ryuta's already gone home. What do I do now? Oh, never got around to joining a club last year. Maybe I'll take a look at some of my options. I think there are clubs for baseball, soccer, track, kendo, migration, bird watching. Wasn't there another one? Anyway, I'll start with the track team. I ran in middle school and it's always fun watching the birds hop around. We get to meet the true husbando of this game. Doki doki. I think their club room is on the ground floor, off to the side. A white dove is having a tantrum outside. Cuckoo! There's no pudding for man! Coo! Okusan rejects it. It's a lie! A vicious falsification! He's dancing around on a squashed pudding. Hey, that's not very nice to the pudding. Okusan, the only actual bird in this one. Really. He doesn't really look like it, but he's supposedly a fantail pigeon. I think? Either way, he's hyper. Cool! Okosan has suffered a deception most vile, a wretched betrayal. Betrayal? Cool! Okosan instructed that pudding be provided for new members. Cool! But this is no pudding. Housed, scorned, betrayed, dragged into the streets, and shot by those he trusted most. It's squashed and filthy, but the thing under his feet looks like normal store-bought pudding. What's wrong with it? Cuckoo! Spare the jest, young lady. Kosan used wing attack. It's super effective. Cool! They'll rue the day they cross Okosan. He'll have them flayed, hanged, shot at dawn. He will. Cool! Okosan must now train to achieve true pudding. Farewell. Pew! And he's gone. He's a good runner. What does pudding have to do with the track team? Okosan is obsessed with pudding. I mean, if it wasn't, like, painfully obvious. Super. And so ends the first day of my second semester at St. Pigeon Nations. When we go to the next playthrough, we'll just skip all that. I think we want to choose our class council today. Well, you know, the school doesn't require you to join any club. If you want to join, you can. But if you don't, then feel free to go home after school. Cool! Oko-san only has time for track team! That's good. What about you, Shirogane? A foolish question. I already hold a position here. Oh, that's right. You became the student principal when you were admitted. Nepotism! Ho! Don't we get to vote? Just coming to school is enough for me. You ought to take care of your mother on your own and all. I wonder what I should do. We found out because Ryuta was our first playthrough, and his mother is very sick. And at the end, even though we both shared our love for each other, Ryuta couldn't stand the thought of loving and then passing away because pigeons have shorter lifespans than humans, and he couldn't stand that. So that's what he did. It's like, oh. Choice time! We are going to join the library staff. I have a guide off camera. You can't see it. It's everyone, I think, isn't it? Have fun. Alright. Today is an elective day. What should I do? We're going to attend. We're going to math class. I know. Get that wisdom up. Mr. Negeki dozed off as usual, but class was somehow good anyway. I feel smarter already. Haha! Scarlet leveled up. Wisdom increased by 5. Yeah, our third playthrough of the day, our stats will actually matter because we need to have good charisma. I'm on receptionist duty today. Better hurry. Boring as usual. The library here doesn't seem very popular. Not enough books? It's on the fifth floor though, so at least the view is nice. Sitting here, twiddling my thumbs is bad for me. I wish someone would come and ask me something. I have coffee. Coffee. I'm also stealing a straw from one of my cups, so I don't have to drink it like a nomad. Never mind, not that cup. Thought that was water. It was not. Oh, good, I do have paper towels off camera. I have a whole desk over here right off camera then. Okay, should be good. Success. Couldn't find my Dunkin' Donuts coffee this morning. I was sad. I don't want like a chocolate mustache for camera. There's no birdie here. Wonder if it'd be okay to close early. Oh, I wish I could just spread my wings and fly away. Planning on jumping out the building? The window there is rather good for that, Miss Receptionist. Negeki, when did you... I've been here all along. I never noticed. He's almost as bad as the doctor. You think I have no presence, right? It's okay. I already know that. You certainly seem to like this place. You certainly seem to like this place. Yes. Is that a problem? It's okay. That was me. I lived in the library. No, books are nice. Sometimes the buttons don't work, so I'd actually like hit enter. They are. Why don't you join the library staff, Negeki? You could read whatever you want. I already read whatever I want. Touche. You shouldn't slack off, Miss Receptionist. And with that, he takes a book and is gone between the stacks. What a strange bird. We have cat aggro. No! G, what are you doing? Oh, G's being. Those who don't know, this is G. He's my baby. I stream for him just because he likes to lay down where my keyboard is when I play games. So I have to attend to him while I play because cat. He's a big baby. He is a strange bird. Sitting at home is so relaxing. Oh, tomorrow is the class hike. Should I prepare anything? We won't be going far, so I don't have to. Health first. I think I'll have some udon and go to sleep. Cat, yo big butt. It's pushing buttons. Today's the hike. We stopped on a break. Who should I talk to? I'm gonna talk to... We're gonna talk to Kazuki. Now, this does change, so... Kazuki's kind of the same. What is it, kitty cat? Break isn't over yet. I want to talk to you, sir. Your friends are all here. Why not talk with them? Do you not want to talk to with me? No, that's not what I meant. You're a funny girl, kitty cat. Wait, no, I haven't said anything yet. And so I took a nap with Mr. Nanaki. We'll romance him eventually. I wonder if he has some sort of illness. I hope he's okay. Just a cat. Today's an elective day. What should I do? I will attend math class. I'm not getting this at all. Maybe you should review the basics a little more, kitty cat. Yes, sir. Wisdom increased by 5. Yay! There's fur everywhere. I imagine you're all well aware, but the sports festival is right around the corner. Please think about what you'll do. Sports festival season already? If it were in the fall, it would conflict with culture festival, so it's always been in May. What are you going to do, Ryota? It reminds me of like the field days. like when we were kids. Like, at least here in the States, in the elementary school, we had field day. It was just like a track, but it was just a big sports festival, and it was a lot of fun. I ended up doing a lot of running. Hate running. Probably through like a race. Some birdie has to. Cool. Kosa will handle marathon. Indeed, he will. Yes, in our first playthrough, we did the three-legged race with Ryota. We came in second. You do have a lot of stamina, Oko-san. What about you, Sakuya? You can't possibly be expecting me to run in some race, can you? It's a sports festival. Is there an event that doesn't involve running? How about being a cheerleader? The general, in other words. Very well, leave it to me. I don't think that's... Also, the first aid team is always short-handed, so I'm sure they could use help. Anybody still can't decide. Now, on the Yuya playthrough, we did the medical and we helped, and the doctor was just kind of sitting off to himself, taking notes on students. The doctor has a very interesting storyline. Yes, Cat. Hello. Hello. That's it for today. You have to do a good race, Okosan's marathon, and Sakuya's a cheerleader. Yuya might be running in the first aid tent. What should I do? I'll have to think about it. Yeah, Yuya works in the infirmary. Today's the sports festival. I never did make up my mind. What should I do? We're going to skip class and we're going to the library. We're going to the library. May is practically summer already. It's too hot. I think I'll rest in the library. Ha ha! No, it's really hot here. Especially in the cities. I mean, I'm in the South, so it's not so bad. People over there in the Midwest having those freaking 110-degree days. Ugh, no thank you. I'll stick with my humidity. It's too hot. I'll rest in the library. Ah, much better. It's nice that the AC is on, but do we really need it? No birdies in here today. It's not on. Negeki. It's you, Negeki. It's you, Miss Kitty Cat. Whoa, you called me by my name. They don't turn on the air conditioning on until June. It just feels cold compared to outside. Oh, is that it? Is it? It may be a little strange to start spending money to cool a barely used library in May. Anyway, aren't you going to participate in the festival, Negeki? Are you? Eep! I don't like it outside, so I stay in here. That's all. I see. Why are you sitting next to me? Do you mind? Not really. Listen, our class president got duped into being a cheerleader and... Sorry. No, keep going. So I spent the day telling him about the festival and whatnot while he read. I don't know how much he was listening to me, but he didn't seem to mind. I think. First berry for all students in the midterm exam. Getting them back today. I don't think I did too well. Kitty Cat. Yes! You worked hard. Keep going like that and you'll do just fine. One day you can surpass me. I'd love to see that. I guess I did pretty well after all. And Mr. Nanaki seems happy with me. Yay! This cat's being extra lovely today. I don't know. Sorry, camera. Today's good. I feel like I'm shining. Wonder what I should do during break. We are gonna go to the... We're actually going to the infirmary. You again. Are you ill? Not exactly. Then why are you here? I came here to skip class. I wanted to skip Get out. Kicked out at the speed of light. I should probably take my school life more seriously. Oops. Busted. Today's an elective day. What should I do? We're going to attend, you guessed it, math. I always find myself wondering what math we learn is good for. Cool. And now we can draw a line in perpendicular to the zoo. Is this math or nap time? It's nap time. Totally. Straight up, I would love a nap. Mostly because it's raining outside right now and it is just, divine. It's just all cozy and I'm just like, I want to go nap. What all my animals want me to do is go nap. Today is Tanabata. It's probably a bamboo tree in the plaza this year too, I think. I'll go make a wish. Explaining yesterday, but I'm covered in cat hair. He's a long-haired boy. Hold him up just so you can see my babe. He's a big fluffy boy. But Tanabata is it's a star festival. It is a star fest. Did I just mess up my mic? No. Okay. It's a star festival, sort of. Oh, sorry, G. I didn't mean to pinch your tail. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me rub it gently. I'm so sorry. Please don't hate me. I actually pushed his tail. As I was saying, Tanabata is a star festival between two stars, Altair and Vega. And Vega is a weaver. She weaves the night sky. Altair is a cowherder in the stars. He is the god of cowherding. I know. But the two fell in love. And the king of all cosmos saw that these two were busy falling in love, being cute, lovey-dovey, instead of doing their work. And so he banished the two to separate by putting the Milky Way between them. So now they can't cross the Milky Way to see each other, which of course breaks their hearts. They're both very sad about this. So on Tanabata, which is the 7th day of the 7th lunar month, so it changes each year. But a lot of times people either celebrate it on 7/7 or the actual lunar date. It kind of varies. But what people do is they wish for clear weather. Because one day, which was the start of the festival, on 7th day of the 7th lunar month, the weaver was crying, heartbroken, and a flock of cranes, I think, a bird, flock of cranes flew to the sky and created a bridge over the Milky Way so that the stars could be together on the same side and actually see each other. So people tie wishes to trees to kind of better either to like wish for clear weather for that day. The clear weather, then you have a higher chance of your wish coming true because the lovers could be together. So a lot of people wish for better handwriting so they can write better love notes. They wish for better maybe domestic skills, just better ways to make themselves more of a boyfriend, girlfriend, other friend, partner material. And that's what Tanabata is. Now, the interesting thing is this came about because this is an actual lunar event that, as the 7th lunar month, the two stars, part of the different um, constellations of Lyre, which is which is a kind of like a harp. It's an instrument, which is for Orpheus. Which is kind of local mythology. I will tangent. And for Aquila, which is a bird. Don't know the lore for that one off the top of my head. But those two constellations, but the stars actually are separated by the Milky Way. And at this time, and during this festival, they will both actually end up on the same side of the sky. It's an actual lunar event, just how the sky works at night, that part of the year. Really cool. Really fascinating. I love stars. Like, you can't see it, but I have like a lot of star things around my office. Like, there's a lot of star things. So, anywho, tangent with another extra side tangent with the helping of a third side tangent. So, we're gonna go to the Bamboo Plaza. We're gonna go make a wish. We can go see some other wishes. Wow, there's a lot here already. Any birdie I know? Morning conference at 10. Leave 30 minutes early. Buy another alarm clock. May I wake up on time, Nanaki. What should I wish for? Right now, we have the best kind of romance. Now, The mad love of a fallen angel. Pretty suspicious, right? That is another character we can get. You know, he's not one of the main characters, but he is a character. We're not going to deal with him now, but that in mind for later. No. We're going to rule the world from the shadows. I wish to take the reins of power through clever schemes and rule the world from the shadows. Oh, hello, is that you, kitty cat? Mr. Nanaki! You should be careful out this late. It can be dangerous for a girl, you know. I was about to head home. Would you like me to... I was about to head home. Would you like me to walk you to your place? No thank you. No thank you. I still have some errands to run. Oh, well, don't stay out too late. Wasn't the Keymania IDX public playtest starting today? Maybe I'll go stop by the arcade. Keymania, which is, I'm pretty sure, Beatmania. I'd play it. I can only do 5 keys, so I can't do the full keys. Today's an elective day. What should we do? We're doing math class. We do this to try and not overdo with other characters. Sir, how will inaugural calculus help us in life? Hard to say. It might never help you at all, kitty cat, but only studying the things that help you in life is tiresome. Think of it as educational candy. Inaugural calculus is educational candy. I'm not prepared to accept this. Me neither, kitty cat. Me neither. I like how it's like a question of every math student. Like, it's never like in science. They're like, where am I ever going to use this? It's math. It's only in math. Really, cat hair? Sip of coffee. Today's iced coffee is brought to you by Starbucks Frappuccino. It was all they had. It was all Walgreens had this morning when I stopped by. I do what I can. We got our finals back today. I'm not sure I did well. Girl, with all that studying we did, we at least passed math. Kitty cat, sir! Well done. You've gotten even better. Keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Hi. Bing bong. Today's the last day. It's been a semester already. Sometimes it seems long and sometimes it seems short. Either way, it's summer now. It's kind of how I feel. Like, days kind of go by fast and blend. It's weird. I need to check all the assigned books before I go home. There will be a lot of students coming in to borrow their summer reading pretty soon. Today's the closing ceremony, so there's even fewer birds here than usual. Am I the only one? Makes my job easier. Never the only one. But I'm probably not alone. I've seen this situation before. Negeki? No reply. Maybe he's not here. Are you here, Negeki? Please be quiet in the library. Hello. You're rather noisy today. Do you want something? Nope. I was just wondering if you were here. Of course. I'm always here. He replies from his corner in a somewhat annoyed tone of voice. Oh, there's a book he's holding. That's assigned reading this semester. Is it any good? Not really. I'm almost done with it. It forces its safe, ethical viewpoint on the reader, like all assigned reading. Yeah, assigned reading's never fun. Once I actually had good assigned reading for school, and it totally changed my life. No, like really. Like I was totally failing a class because I didn't want to be in there. So I was just like, screw it, I'm not doing anything. I had to retake that class 3 years later. So, but the book that I had to read was Dragon Song, which is by Anne McCaffrey, which is it was the start of an amazing world involving dragons, and it's like, wow, I'm in English literature and I get to read about dragons. What? I was so excited. It was an amazing book. Really helped me get back into reading. And it is, I don't know if I have the trilogy on, I don't think I have the physical trilogy. I know I have it on Kindle, but I don't know if I have a physical copy over there. but it was a really good series. It's a very unique world. It's futuristic, but not, because it's about how these Earth is destroyed. We left Earth, to find it was a one-way trip to this new planet called Pern. And they go, people land. Turns out Pern has one slight little problem. Excuse me. Acid rain. And it eats essentially anything organic. So it's not like acid like we would think of acid rain. It's called thread because it falls in such a way it's not water, but it's just thread. So it falls and it can burrow into the land. It can destroy the land, so you have to destroy it with fire, you know. And the new people who have landed on this planet found that out the hard way because it comes in cycles. It's not a constant thing. It's not like, oh, summertime, we know it's thread time, let's go. But, you do know it's coming. But it has cycles of like 50 years or something. So it's like, all right, you get like 10 years of this horrible thing, and then like 100 years or something, 50, 100 years of it not having it just long enough for people to think it wasn't real, and then it comes back. So in the beginning, they lost a lot of technology to this. They lost a lot of stuff. And eventually, they found these little fire-breathing dragons, or these little fire-breathing lizards. And so through genetics, because they're future scientists, they were actually able to make full-size dragons. And the animals of this planet, they were able to form certain people were able to form telepathic communications with these dragons. So the dragons were able to go through and destroy it. Destroy the fire as the thread as it fell. You know, but it's still hard. It's like a giant hurricane, and it's like you can't just blow out a hurricane. You know, but so they had to find, because all of their domiciles, the metal, it kind of didn't really agree. So eventually they ended up becoming more hermit-like. They ended up moving into cave systems. So you didn't really have like stone walls. You had more of just like giant cliffside, mansions where everybody lived, these cities. And as time went on, batteries died. There was no power supplies. There was no backup. All of that had been destroyed because the one place where they're keeping it, there was a volcano. Apparently, there was a volcano. Nobody knew, and it exploded, and they lost everything. You know, um, they lost a lot. That was like their major landing site. It was just gone. So now, as time goes on, so they're reverting back as they're losing things, and they end up in a world where essentially everything's done by music now. They didn't really have writing. So it was a very oral history. It's taught through songs and such. You know, through music, and it was actually very. And that story took um up the book I read, Dragon Song. It followed one girl who was a musician. She was wanting to be a musician, but she lived in a fisherman village. And they just wanted to marry her off and tell her to go be a fisherman. But she wanted the music. She was very, very talented. And she ends up slicing her hand open and so bad and getting stuff in it, and she could never truly play music again properly, like the way she used to. And then she ends up finding this nest of fire lizards. Because remember, there was lizards in the beginning. I said they're flying fire lizards. They still exist. Just because we bred big ones doesn't mean we don't have the little ones. So she ends up getting with those, and they end up imprinting on her. So now she's got like 6 lizards who can also teleport. And then she just kind of has adventures. I haven't read it in a very, very long time, so I don't quite remember the full story. You don't even find out all the stuff about what the heck the story, the world. That's like 5 books differently. It's a whole huge system. Very good. Sadly, the author passed away, and so her son has taken up the reins. And they did finish the story in a sense. They finished the world, but she has but she kind of has her own. But he is filling in some of the blanks in the middle. Is adding more layers, more depth, especially during the beginning parts where they're slowly going, from they're losing technology, as they're losing it, you know. It's like it's very interesting to see it. It's like somebody needs surgery, but they only have essentially one left, one um, anesthesia left, and so they're like trying to save it for this like life-threatening. How do you decide when to use it? It's a very interesting, great book series. Dragon Riders of Pern, Pern, by Anne McCaffrey. Great series. Whew, that was quite the tangent. Sorry. The whole concept is inane. Why force everyone to read the same books? It is pretty boring most of the time. What do you like to read? Huh? You volunteered to work here, so you must like books. I was wondering, what next to read? So you want me to recommend something? So I met a dude once, recommended me a book. I bought it. It was a great book. So sad I didn't live there because he invited me to go join their little book club, and it was like sort of asked me out on a date, and I was like, I would have, but at the time I didn't live there, so I couldn't. Nice guy. See, what about we give him Night on the Galactic Railroad, which sounds really cool. What about Night on the Galactic Railroad? I liked it. Too stereotypical. Oh, sorry, you've already read it, I imagine. Yes, though I liked it too. And so I spent the afternoon working in the library, occasionally exchanging a word with Negeki. Time flows slowly by. This sort of thing is nice too. It's easy to fall out of practice and get fat and lazy during summer vacation. Hunter-gatherer body is her way of life, so maybe I'll go running today. We're actually going to skip this part. We did it yesterday. We're going to meet not a Finch. It's a girl. She's kind of like a biker chick. The scooter who follows like safety laws like to the extreme. So yeah, just gonna kind of skip this. Yeah, we'll date her eventually. All right. Let's see here, 7:24. It's long. I still have homework. Maybe I should apply for a part-time job since I have the chance. I'll forget it. Got homework to do. I think I'll wait till I'm in college. That way I can skip lectures to go to work. Bad decision. Slacking off and having fun is way more the high schooler thing to do. Whee! No, don't do it. Yes, you live in a cave. Today's the local summer festival. I think I'll go with some birdie. Invite. We're gonna invite Negeki. I'll invite Negeki. He needs to get out more. But I don't know his address or his phone number. I'd go look in the library if the school wasn't closed. Now that I think about him, I only know him as the depressed freshman who's always in the library. I'd like to learn about them, though he'd probably never tell me anything if I asked. Going out is too much trouble. I think I'll have some udon and go to bed. Boom. Okay. Today is my day as a receptionist. There's nobody here as usual. Maybe I should work on the newspaper. Negeki? Yes. Do you have a minute? What is it? Want to write a book review? I'm working on the library newspaper and there's a corner open, so I thought, can't you write one yourself? I'm always writing them. We never get submissions, so the book reviews are just turning into our personal soapbox. Perhaps it would be better to be removed them from the paper. My thoughts exactly. I'd like to see how you'd write one, though. Doesn't have to be very long either. I'll write one later. Leave the paper there. Yay! Thank you! I think that's everything for the September issue. Whee! It's nice when you have people who will help you out, like stuff like that. Oh, I knew I should have gotten up when I first woke up. I slept in way too late. School starts today, right? I'm gonna be late. Does it? Hello, kitty cat. Sir, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I overslept. Overslept? My homework. I forgot to bring my homework. Aren't you getting a little bit of ahead of yourself, kitty cat? Huh? What's the number in the top left-hand corner say? I do love that this game's like, we're a game. Ah. School doesn't start till 9/1. You're just a little bit early. Though since you're here, could you lend me a help for a bit? Lend you a hand? I was about to start grading the freshman exams, and I thought maybe you could help, if you don't have something else. Of course, you have a test in September, so if you want to go and study in the library, we're gonna go study in the library. So we're gonna go find Negeki. The library should be open now. I think I'll go study. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I've prepared enough for my test. I'd like to go study if it's alright. Of course, work hard, okay? Nobody wants to study. You kidding me? I'd be like, pfft, I'm going home, go back to bed. There are already a number of students working in the library. Looks mostly third years? They're probably all decided on their colleges and careers already. Will I be that frantic this time next year, I wonder? Ha! Negeki is here too, leaning against a bookshelf in a far corner. Negeki! Miss Kitty Cat, do you need something? Why are you over here? There's still plenty of seats open. You should sit down. I don't mind standing. You look you look like you mind. You don't like being near other birds? Is that it? He nods. They'll just they'll just ignore me anyways, whether or not I go near. Negeki, are you being bullied? He falls silent. If there's something wrong, I'd like to help. Negeki, doki doki. My sad doki doki. Good morning, everyone. I hope you had fun over the summer. Cool. Oko-san is always having fun. Yep, yep. What is this fun? Once summer's over, time starts slipping by faster than ever. Try to stay focused. Focus, sir, focus! Nah, he's asleep. Huh? Is that a student ID? Whose is it? Someone from 2-2, a noun name I recognize. Shall I go find their classroom? They might have already gone home, though. Well, any teacher will do, right? Sir! Aww. Sir! Oh, hello, Scarlet. Did you forget to turn your homework? I found someone's ID card, sir. It's someone from 2-2. I thought I should take it here. Oh, thank you, Scarlet. I could take care of it. Huh? What is it? Nothing, just... Did you just find this today, Kitty Cat? Yeah, in the corridor outside. This student has been absent since the middle of June. How strange. So then, was the card laying there all summer? No birdie noticed it? It's awfully clean, though. Shouldn't it at least be dusty? Anyway, I'll take care of it. Thank you, Kitty Cat. Today is an elective day. What should I do? Attend... I think we're to math class. Yes. In Japanese schools, it's kind of the reverse of how some American schools go. Whereas in American schools, the students change classes, we go to different rooms. But in Japanese schools, the teachers change rooms. So they all have like a teacher's lounge where they keep all their stuff. They go to different classrooms. So you kind of just stay where you are all day. I'd hope for something a little more interesting from elective, but this is dull. I can just barely keep up, even though Mr. Nanaki explains everything so clearly. So, this is all easy for you, Sakuya? Wow. Are you trying to curry favor with me? He looks happy, though. Ooh, we're gonna flirt with him next game. Ooh, ooh. Make sure you stay hydrated, folks. Always stay hydrated. Scarlet leveled up. Try to drink more water, though. I know it's boring, but... Whoosh! What the heck is going on? The classroom is filled with the clouds of dancing feathers. Did somebody eviscerate a down pillow or something? Yeah, what? Maybe they didn't clean up properly yesterday? It's molting season, so, well, one breeze and it looks like this unless we make sure to keep everything clean. Now that I look closely, Ryu's head feathers are looking a little loose, too. I guess every birdie's growing themselves new outfits. Good morning, everyone. Sir, can we clean up before homeroom? Cleaning in the morning? Absurd. This atmosphere is quite distracting. Who was supposed to clean yesterday? Koo, Okusan. Wretched mongrel, can't you fulfill the duty given to you? Come on, arguing won't solve anything. It'll be easier if we all pitch in. Also, another interesting thing about schools in Japan is that the students do a lot of the uh, chores and the cleaning around at the campus. You know, they have a rotating schedule of cleaning up. You know, so they don't really have janitorial staff. You know, they just that students do it. They all take a pride in it. It's very interesting. And so we swapped the room down before homeroom. It's a lot. That's a lot of feathers. Not enough for a futon, but I bet we can make a nice pillow. Certainly is more than usual. Did they come from the window, perhaps? Huh? Sir, did you spill some chlorine on yourself? Chlorine? You don't use that kind of detergent. But, you really smell like it. Oh, that would be the bleach. Bleach? Sir, are you one of those degenerates who bathes with bleach powder? No, I dozed off and got stuck in the washing machine last night. That's all. That's dangerous. Sir, please be careful. Yes, I guess there wasn't any way he was going to stay awake after helping us clean the room. Yeah. Today's the school festival. Our class decided to do the maid cafe. I'm not scheduled to work until tomorrow, so I have today off. I don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll go look around. I wonder if Negeki's in the library. Probably. I think I'll go buy something and hang out with him. Yep, doors open. Negeki! Close it, please. I knew you'd be in here. The door, it's allowed outside. Oh, sorry. You're staying in here even today? It's almost like this is where you live. Is there something wrong with that? Of course not. Kinda like a friendly ghost or something. It's reassuring to know you're here. Anyway, I brought you something. Planning to stay here all day, right? What, cookies? Yep, the bird watching club was selling bird-shaped cookies. Aren't they cute? Have some. Thanks. Hearing him thank me made me very happy, even if it was a whisper. He even looks a little happier than usual. There's a lot of other stuff too. The third years are doing a play, and one class put together a god-tier haunted house. I was thinking of looking around a little more. Negeki, wanna come with me? No. What? Oh no, he looks angry. No, thank you. Go ahead, if you want. Well, all right. Sorry, I didn't mean to try and drag you out of here. I think he might actually live here. Now that I think about it, I've never seen him anywhere else. Maybe he comes straight here as soon as he gets to school? Don't know. He's a freshman. Midterms are right around the corner. Oh, I got too excited for the festival and didn't study at all. I have to study at where's my history textbook? It's not on my desk. Oh, I was reading in the library during lunch, so maybe it's still there. I'll go look. Sir, welcome back, kitty cat. Where are you going? I think I left something in the library. Do you know if the door's still open? Somebody brought the key to the staff room a few minutes ago, so I think it's locked now. I'll go there first, then. Thank you, sir. I was sitting over there. Here it is. Yay! Oh! Somebody's written on a page I left open. The Congress dances, but not the progress. It's funny, but don't write on people's books. Don't leave books lying around with their pages to the four winds. Negeki? What? Why are you so surprised? I hadn't thought you'd still be here. Why not? The door was locked. Don't tell me they locked you in. That would be terrible. It was. I had noticed. Well, if it was an accident, then it's all right. Maybe. Geez, you're supposed to make sure there's no birdie left inside before you lock the door. Anyway, I need to lock the door again. I should go home with Negeki. Giggity, giggity. Hey, Negeki, let's go home together. Giggity, giggity. No, thank you. He didn't even pause to think about it. Where do you live? I'll walk with you. I'm fine. Really, don't worry about me. It's being really suspicious. You always get mad when I suggest you go outside. Don't jump, too. If I could, I'd... What? Don't worry about it. I'll lock the door. Just leave the key there. He's already reading again. I think I'm annoying him. Negeki, me love you. Huh, my grades aren't looking very good. I need to work harder to recover before the finals. Girl, we've been studying math. Get it together. So I sat studying in the library, while one by one the other students filed out to go home. When I look up, I'm all alone. What is this, 11:10? Or not. My, how unusual. I think this is the first time you've sat next to me, Negeki. I want to talk to you. You're nothing but surprises today. I'll leave you alone if you're busy. No, talk away. I was shocked when you first came and talked to me, Miss Kitty Cat. You're the only one who didn't ignore me. No one but you has ever talked to me. That's why this is the only place for me. That's terrible. Negeki, that's office. Which class are you in? I'll talk to our teacher. I'm not done talking yet. Oh. Sorry, go on. You think I'm being bullied, right? I thought that too. You're not? I don't think so. No, being bullied might be better than this. Better than this? Then what is he? I'm not sure yet, though. When you talk to me, I remember things sometimes, but it's still not enough. I don't understand. What do you mean? Miss Kitty Cat, I think I'm Kitty Cat, you're here late. Sir, the school's already starting to close for the night. It's good to study, but working too hard for your own too long can backfire on you. Lock the door and head home soon, okay? On, on my own? Sir, what are you talking about? I'm not Huh? Negeki's gone. He was here just a moment ago. Where'd he go? Did he leap out the window and go home ninja style? Hmm. Very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Look at our finals back. Kitty Cat, sir, you ranked top of this year. Well done. Booyah. What? She beat you by 2 points, Shirogane. Oh well. Urgh. Sakuya's glaring daggers at me again. How nostalgic. Anyway, my hard work paid off. Yippee! Closing time already. I don't have any reason to be here until the semester starts up. Oh no, it's snowing. It was clear when I left. December 24th, remember, it's Christmas Eve. And in Japan, Christmas Eve is more of like a romance lover holiday. It's kind of like a Valentine's Day. You know, they still have, they don't really have like a Christian set of holidays. They have Shinto, which has some Christianity into it, but it's not quite the same. That makes sense. Swish, 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 swish. Oh no, it was clear when I left. Crossing the wilderness to get to my house in a blizzard, I'd be risking my life. You're still here? Negeki! A book under his arm, same as always. I do wonder about last time, but if he wants to talk, then he'll talk to me. For now, I won't bring it up. I was about to go home, but snow? Mm-hmm. Guess I'll have to wait until it stops. Now, I'm a Floridian. I live in Florida, south, southeast, at the slightly phallic gun-shaped part of the U.S. I have no idea snow. I didn't see snow till after college. Didn't see it. Never seen, so it was a long, like I said, I wasn't an adult when I actually saw snow for the first time. It poked and squished in things. I'd seen slush as a child, but I hadn't seen actual snow. Like, I actually built my first snowman and I went sledding and it was amazing. So it's like there's a blizzard and I'm like, I don't know. It fascinates me. Like I want to experience it, but not like live in it. Like I think the part that really gets me is the quiet, because they always say it's so quiet during those storms, and I'm like, sounds weird. I only know like hurricane, like a hurricane. I know I can sleep through hurricanes. I go freaking, I go cycling and jogging during tropical storms. Really, I did walk home drunk, stumble home drunk from a place because it was still open during a tropical storm. Florida! And that was on a beach. Great times. But it was crazy. But like snow, it fascinates me. I don't know anything about it. Cat box. I don't know. It's just very weird. I went to Tennessee once to try and see snow, but unfortunately I went like January in hopes of snow. Maybe it was February. Early in the year, and it just wasn't cold enough to snow. No, it was just rain. I'm just like, anyhow, I guess I have to wait till it stops. He makes a noise of agreement and sits down next to me with his book. He's been a little distant lately, but maybe he's warming up to me in his own way. What are you reading? Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Classic. Although I think my favorite version is probably from Epic Rap Battles of History. It's Donald Trump versus Ebenezer Scrooge. This was pre-election, pre-anything. So it was a very fun story. Very fun. Oh, it's Christmas Eve today, isn't it? Please keep quiet in the library. Sorry. I completely forgot. I guess this makes it a white Christmas. More like a whiteout Christmas if you ask me. Looks like you're almost finished. Yep. Just got to the part where Tiny Tim dies and Scrooge sees his own grave. Spoiler! That sounds like a depressing story. I guess over there it's probably not as famous as it is over here in the States. Because, that's like a huge book here. Oh my god, we have like 80 bajillion versions of it. Muppets Christmas, the best Christmas Carol movie. It's the best. I mean, the Muppets anything is the best, really. Especially Treasure Island. Mm. You haven't read it, even though you work here? I'm Buddhist, so Christmas stuff has never been. Yeah, see, Japan. It's mostly a Buddhist Shinto. It's kind of like they took Buddhism and Christianity and squished it together, and then they're like Shinto, which is why they'll celebrate Christmas, but they still have shrines and different shrine holidays. Tim is a weak Tim is a boy born weak who dies young. The protagonist, Scrooge, sees that this will happen and tries to prevent it. Time travel? I thought it was a classic, but kind of sounds science fiction-y. I could see that, but it's not really the focus of the book. I'd like to see the future. It would be nice to be able to avoid getting into trouble. I wouldn't like it. No? The future is what it is. It is what it is, and that's all there is to it. I had a video game once tell me about it. They had a character who could see into the future. And nobody was like, do I want to? They're like, oh, well, shouldn't you know everything that happens? And he's kind of like, would you want to know what you're getting for your birthday every time? Or would you like it to be a surprise? It's like, so I guess it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I'd want to do if I was going to buy the powers to see the future, you know. Probably could have avoided a lot of health shit, but honestly, I wouldn't. Everybody asks me, oh, if you could go back in time and change one thing, what would you change? And a lot of times, a lot of people think, yes, I would. But then I'm like, maybe, maybe not. By the way, the music right now is just Silent Night, but it's too quiet. The only quiet part, music. Oh, I can hear it a little bit. Go a little bit. There you go. You can have a little bit more. It'll. But like going back in time, I wouldn't change anything. Besides the whole butterfly effect. Butterfly flaps its wings on the coast, and there's a tsunami on the other side. Just things change. It's a ripple effect. But I am the person who I am today because of life, because of what happens, and I don't know who I'd be. I don't know if that is the person I'd want to be still. If I'd even like that person. What would I be? Be different. Things will happen. So I really wouldn't want to change it, you know? I mean, even though, we've all had tragedy, it's like, oh, I wish I could avoid that, just looked out for myself better. But then it's like, but, those trials and tribulation have made me stronger because of it. So, I don't know, I think we're getting a little too heavy here. Let's go back to the game. And so we enjoyed the present point in time in which we flowed. This is a nice way to spend Christmas, I think. Curled up with some birdie you like? Chillin'? Heck, yeah, I would. I'd love to do that. Reading a book? It's perfect. The sun, its majestic brilliance, sweeps across the land, lighting into the incandescent glory. It's the first day of the new year. Looks like I'm still alive to enjoy it. It's a little cold, but it's calm and the sun is warm. I think I'll go visit the shrine. I think big thing in Japan. And it's just kind of what it is. Huh, there are a lot of birds here already. Must be nice to have warm winter plumage. Maybe I should borrow some from some birdie. Ooh, ooh. I think I'll buy an amulet and go home. Scarlet! Huh? Happy New Year! Here's to many happy returns, right? I love the outfits. I think they're so cute. Like how they're just like anime drawn stuff over the pigeon. It's adorable. What are you doing, Yuta? Exactly what it looks like. I'm working here today and tomorrow. Oh, it looks good on you. You came to buy an amulet, right? Which one would you like? I'd like one for fulfillment in school. Here you go. Thanks, Yuta. Are you here all day? Yep. First day's always busy. Oh, well, I was going to ask if you wanted to get lunch together, but sorry, Scarlet. Maybe some other time. As you're here, why not go get a fortune? They're next to the main building over there. Okay, see you around, Yuta. Mr. Nanaki, Happy New Year! Oh, hello, kitty cat. Happy New Year. Did you come to get a fortune, sir? Yes, unfortunately I seem to have drawn the chicken of ill omen. Why don't you take one? I will. What should I take? This one. We got Wasachi Blessing. Oh. Good, you got a better one than I did. I think this will be a good year for you, kitty cat. Thank you, sir. There are different blessings, because we got a different one last time. I think it was food related. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you all had a good vacation. I hibernated. What a shocker. You're still hibernating. Sir, wake up. Oh. I've said this before, but your junior year will be over before you know it. Let's enjoy this time while it lasts. We're sophomores right now. There's nothing special this semester. Nothing to worry about. Or is there? I love these pigeons. They're so cute. Still light out, so maybe I'll go somewhere before we head home. Whee! Oh, tomorrow's Lumine's. I didn't look that up. I literally wrote it down so I would look it up. And I didn't. I'm terrible. I think I'll buy some beans. Today, Lumine's is a holiday where you give beans to the boy you like, but apparently you used to involve throwing them at pigeons. Disgraceful. Birds are now sentient, so. Good evening, here for beans. Yes, they're kind you think are particularly good. Yes, this year's trend is towards these bean medleys for racers, but they're a little pricey. It's hard to say without knowing the bird in question, really. That's true, and sometimes cheap ramen tastes better than the expensive stuff. I think I'll buy the country millet. I'll take these. Thank you, miss. Here you are. Today's the day. Preparations are complete. Time to give these beans to that special sunbirdie. Almost empty as always. And unsurprisingly, the heating doesn't work well here. The winter cold will stick around well through February. The pervading chill has earned the library the dubious honor of being the school's least popular places in winter. The few students here are huddled around the heater, so Negeki should be... There you are, Negeki, sitting in a frigid corridor far from the meager effects of the heater, as expected. Please be quiet in the library. Oh, so how can you somehow forgive my dreadful sin? Oh, it's cold in here. Are you okay, Negeki? I'm fine. Don't mind me, Miss Kitty Cat. Feels good to sit by the heater if you're cold. Feel free to sit by the heater if you're cold. Nope, I'm fine. My house doesn't have heat at all. Anyway, I have something I'd like to give you. It's like a maintenance, you know. Here, foxtail millet. For me? Yep, you're supposed to give beans to the most important bird in your life today. Do you want them? Yes, thank you. He looks happier than usual, or is that my imagination? I often ate these when I was younger. They bring back memories. Thank you, Miss Kitty Cat. You're welcome, Negeki. Brings back memories. He said he was having memory issues. Lots of request books are coming in today. I have to work through lunch. Sorting all of these takes forever. I think I'll just have the encyclopedias to do before I'm done. Huh? There's a note on the help desk counter. Miss Kitty Cat, be here after the other students have left. Fujishiro Negeki. Ooh, ooh. It reads like a challenge to a samurai duel. How fitting. I think this is the first time he's approached me. I wonder what this is all about. Negeki, are you here? Negeki! For ear Negeki! Hello, Miss Kitty Cat. You startled me. How long have you been standing there? From the very beginning. So, what did you need? I want to talk to you, Miss Kitty Cat. Talk with me? Continue our conversation. We were talking about bullying, I think. Okay, I'm all ears, Negeki. I'm not sure where to start. I've noticed a lot since we spoke together. Uh, Miss Kitty Cat. Hmm? Let's go outside. What? But he hates going outside. Come on. He stands up and walks over to the door. I follow, agitated. You first. Okay. Why does he want to go out all of a sudden? I should be happy, but... Huh? What's wrong? You said you wanted to come out here. He stands in the doorway, pushing against open air. What are you doing? Mime? Watch. He walks back a little way to the library and then runs forward, crashing into the air. Negeki, what? Thud. Huh? He bounces off the invisible wall and falls back into the library. That's too good to be a mime act. As I thought, I can't leave. What? I can't leave this room. I wake up in this library. After a while, I lose consciousness and wake up here again. And so it repeats. I said I'd come to understand the truth by talking to you, Miss Kitty Cat. You'll probably notice, too, why no one else talks to me. That's that's because they they can't see you. I'm the only one who can see you? Probably. I forgot why I was here, how I came to be stuck in this space. I've been alone for years, with no one to talk to. For years? My sense of time has broken. Cannot feel or remember its passage. I've seen at least 5 school festivals go by. But then you came and talked to me. I had had no partner but myself for so long, and suddenly you wouldn't leave me alone. As I talked to you, I finally remembered why I can't leave. Huh? I killed myself in this room, and so here I stay. My clock's broke here. My clock broke here. The hands turning meaninglessly, each day the same as the last. Alone. Forever. No one is bullying me or ignoring me. I'm not here to begin with. I have no regrets. It was my choice to end my life here after all. But I think I will miss you, Miss Kitty Cat. If I wasn't like this, I would I would have liked to talk to you more, for longer. Negeki! I wrapped my arms around him. I could feel him softly, but he's cold. At first, sitting here alone was painful, but I grew numb over time. I ceased to feel pain. That feeling I thought was lost had come back because of you. I'll talk to you enough to make up for everyone else. Negeki, maybe one day you'll be able to leave. No. Why not? As I talked to you, I changed. I didn't notice until just recently. When you told me about this school, I was probably trying to take back the time I was never able to spend here. I never asked you to, but you relentlessly. A little bit. Just a little. But you relentlessly told me about it, and now it's over. I think the clock hands are going to stop soon. Negeki? Slowly getting fainter. His head is right next to mine, but his voice sounds muffled and distant. When I look down, his feet are already disappearing. Negeki, wait! We've talked like this before. I don't want this to be the last time. Don't cry, Miss Kitty Cat. I'm already long gone. There's no one here to mourn. But there's just one thing I need to tell you before I go. The thing that I noticed. The secret that stopped my clock. No, no, don't say it, Negeki. As I filled up, grew closer to disappearing. You're the one who made me disappear, Miss Kitty Cat. I can't stop it now. But I still have so many things to tell you. You've already given me more than enough. I'm satisfied. The secret. Thank you. I love you. Geki! It was dead all along. Oh, gosh. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sad as could be. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Damn, I got dark all of a sudden. Oh, welcome back, Sachin. Hello. Oh, you missed quite a bit actually. Yeah, that one's pretty dark. Yesterday with Ryuta, the first one, his mother actually dies at the end, and when you confess your love to him, he says that he loves you as well, but he won't be with you because he knows that birds have a shorter lifespan, and he does not want you to be alone. He does not want to leave you, so he won't be with you to love you. The second story we did yesterday was Yuya, who actually turns out to be a spy. He's infiltrating the school because of the as I know it's sad. I have a dog. But that one gets sad and he yes, Yuya, spy. Turns out that the doctor, Dr. Shu, is doing experiments on the students, and that the evil forces of the Hawk community, the Hawk political party, are trying to kill Yuya because he knows too much now and he is infiltrated. So Yuya is leaving, running essentially, and you decide to run with him. So, and this one, Negeki, is actually a ghost. The dreams end. Oh, so sad. Alright, I have to be right back. I have doggos that are trying to tell me it's time to go out. So I will be right back. Enjoy my little be right back scene. Alrighty, I am back. So yeah, that was a little dark. We're gonna kind of do a slightly lighter one that's not so bad. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So now we are doing the transfer student. We're gonna do it twice because he has two different endings. So put that back up. What's our name today? Lady Noir. Okay. Alright, but we'll put the human portraits, the husbando portraits back so we can see the cuteness. And skip. We're gonna skip through all this. Introduction of all the pigeons, all the birds, the boys, the doki doki. Alright. This will actually stop at any question point coming up. Sakuya. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Negeki, our poor dead bird. Now, it gets weird the more you go through it, and you learn more about the others. You're like, wait a second. You know, it gets a little tough. Alright. Now we gotta meet the teacher. No, we meet the doctor. Yes, he is actually performing experiments on the students. The quill pins in the school are from deceased students. And the poultry is actually deceased students. Cannibalism. So now we are picking up at where we want to pick an after school thing to do. So far we've mostly been in the library, but today we're doing a different one. Oh, so Sakuya got to be, because he's an aristocrat, he got to be a student president as he came in. So we didn't vote, still salty. Just going to school. He's got to take care of his mother, which had a very sad ending. I promise there's a couple happy endings. I'm going to join the... We're going to join the student council. That's everyone, isn't it? Have fun. Today is an elective day. What should we do? Now, our second playthrough, when we get the full ending, is when we'll actually... Your doggos are super cute, by the way. Thank you. I love them. I figured that would be a more fun way than just having like a generic be right back screen. And it's like, oh, I gotta go walk the dogs. And I was like, here's a slideshow of my dogs being my dogs. You know. Because usually you can't see them like G. So, you know, you just see their tails. And so I was like, the small babies. I'll add more pictures. I have hundreds of them. Maybe not hundreds. Multiple, but at least over 100. Let's see. So this playthrough, we're going to do normal. But the next playthrough, which will be this round, because we're still going to skip middle, go to mongrel. Mongrel pets are the best. Like, one of my babies is, I call him a short-haired lab, but he's actually a lab pit bull mix, and people get all freaked out because the word pit bull, even though pit bull is just a type of dog. Boy, my baby. This is my big baby. And then I have, it's like a Calhoun hound dog mix thing. I don't know. He's a big derpy puppy. And he's like part potato, I swear. Love him to death. He's just nothing but a big heart and like a bladder, because that dog pee forever. Immune systems. They're ridiculous. I love them so much. Like, they're just my big babies. One day I'm gonna have wireless. Bugging my leg. They're the cutest puppies. I love them. I love my little... I adopted them from a shelter. Pound puppies. My older dog, the one dog, the potato, he just does nothing but love. Like, if you start petting him, you're done. You're just gonna be there all day petting him. You are not allowed to stop. Alright, let's go to math class. Yeah, so I said next playthrough we're actually gonna work on our charisma. So that'll be pretty neat. Today's the 15th. I was pretty sure I wanted to join it, but what does the council do again? We skipped the vote, I think, so it's just Sakuya and me. Anywho, he called a meeting, so off to the council room I go. It's so pretty in here. Oh, this is like a CEO's office. Naturally, do you think I would stand for anything else? Hi, Sakuya. So you had this done? This room used to be filthy, better suited to rabbits than us. What a prig. Have you decided which position you'll take? I get to choose? Who's there to choose for you? Dumb Japanese. Aren't you Japanese too, Sakuya? Do not mock me. I am French. A French noble bird? Sounds delicious. With some little Grey Poupon? I guess I'll have to pick a post now. I think I'll be the vice president. You wish to be my right wing? Ha! You've got the nerve. I like it. I think I just bonded with a... Oh gosh, he looks pretty happy right now. And so I became the vice president of the student council. That was easy. There we go. Sitting at home is so relaxing. Tomorrow's the class hike. I should prepare something. Health first, udon and sleep. Today's the hike. We stop for a break on the hillside. Who should I talk to? We are going to talk to Sakuya. Unacceptable. In a temper as usual. Why? Why do I have to come to a place like... Why? Why do I have to come to a place like this? On foot. It's a hike, Sakuya. You have to walk. For what purpose? As exercise? Foolishness! Exercise is for peasants. No, for fun. You're supposed to enjoy this change of scenery. He's gonna end up really plump if he doesn't stop. Look over there. Don't we have a nice view? Sakuya looks like he has something to say, but he reluctantly comes over to me. I think maybe he's acting angrier than he really is. Sheesh, what a kid. Prick. I'm not sure what that insult's supposed to mean. And we're going to attend math class. I'm not getting this at all. Never changes. How's my day been? Pretty good. Pretty good. Taking care of puppers, getting some chores done. I had to run some errands this morning, which is why I don't have my usual coffee. But it's been okay. I was excited for this, totally, because we did Negeki first because he was a mourning dove, and my friend's cat saw a mourning dove sitting outside her window, and she was just watching it with those predator kitty goodness of a spoiled cat. So she just chilled in the window, tail flickering, whiskers twitching. So that's why I was Scarlet for the first one. That's why she had it, because it was in honor of Scarlet Kitty. I didn't know the cat's last name. I don't even know her owner's last name, so that's why I was just like, kitty cat. How's your day, Ben? You keeping out of trouble? You also missed me rant about books earlier. Sports festival. We already know Ryuta is gonna do a 3-legged race, coups and marathons. Sakuya is going to be the cheerleader, and Yuya is going to be in the first aid, and Negeki is obviously going to be in the library because he can't leave. 2 viewers. Today's the sports festival. Never did make up my mind. We are gonna go to the cheerleader. I think I was just waiting for time to pass at this point. Aww. It was alright. That's good, I guess. Maybe? I know how that can be. Sometimes you're just like, ugh, I don't know what to do with myself. Just go. Like sometimes I can't wait to go to bed. Like I read at night in bed, so it's like I just want to go lay down and read, but I don't want to go like 6. So then I just do stuff. Although tonight I'm actually streaming. Come back streaming RPGs. Huh, there's something of a crowd around the cheerleaders. I see Sakuya and a brass band. Well, that's overdoing it. I think I saw something similar during the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. You're here! You're not cutting any corners, I see. Naturally not. Only the best from a labelle. Sir, preparations are complete, sir. Your orders, sir. Very well. Begin. And so the band began to play. Where did he get all these people? They look like professionals. Shouldn't cheerleaders be students? You, join in. Okay. I seem to be in charge of symbols. One wrong slip and I'll be the laughing stock of the playground. Yikes. Sakuya's conducting is awfully flashy. Is this the labelle style? BRB got off my dog goes too. Ha! Enjoy, give him head pets for me. And noses. Exams. We did good. This festival and midterm's over, there's nothing to look forward to but summer heat. Doves smell kind of funny when it gets humid like this. Huh? There's a bunch of birds in front of the staff room. What are they doing? Oh, there's Yuya. Yuya, what's going on? Salutations, Noir. Brian won his 7th Pulitzer. He gestures to a news clipping on the staff room pinboard. It says, Brian, the first intelligent pigeon, crowned again. Brian? Don't tell me you don't know who he is. I think I've heard the name, but... He's the world's most famous blogger. He began when birds were barely intelligent. He's very skilled and insightful writer. He was the one who suggested that Dove Olympics be called the Pigeon Olympics. 10 out of 10 would rule the Pigeon Olympics. He's extremely influential. The name was adopted right away. Why don't you look him up right now, mon ami? Try googling Brian Pigeon. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, lunch is nearly over. Adieu, Noir. Way to go. Better hurry back to class. Hello, everybody. Huh? There's a pile of overturned desks in the middle of the floor. Ryota is overturned next to them. Rock doves' underwings and bellies are light, so they're pretty different upside down. I mean, wait, what's going on? Oko-san and Sakuya are... I look up to see 2 of them at each other's throat in the corner. I think we might have a diplomatic incident on our hands. What happened, Ryota? Sakuya was making fun of Oko-san. He called him a stupid mongrel who only thinks about imaginary pudding, and said he was ashamed to be in the same class. That's terrible! I mean, Oko-san is a nutcase, and I don't know what he's saying half the time, but he really does like pudding. Either way, Oko-san kind of went for the jugular, and you tried to pull them apart, and Oko-san used wing attack on you. Yep, you're the only hope now, Noir. Cuckoo! Oko-san will not allow pudding or himself to be ridiculed. You will apologize. You tell me to take back my word. I shall not. A mongrel like you hasn't the right to speak to me. Cool! Oku is not a mongrel. The battle still rages, and it looks like Ryota's sacrifice was in vain. We are gonna side with Sakuya. Oku-san, settle down. This is a classroom. Cool! This is a matter between doves. Stay out of it, Noir. You are credit to your Sumerian ancestor, lady. I respect your judgment. Cool. I catch Oku-san and throw him out the window. So I guess he's small. She can catch him and throw him out the window unless she's like, herd. Just because you're angry doesn't mean you can make a mess. Come back in when you're prepared to be civilized. Ready to go? Today's a good day. I feel like I'm shining. I think what should I do during break? I'm gonna go to the store. I don't really need anything, but I'll go to the store. I never really looked around there before. Wow, they've got all sorts of things for sale. Though these nest building materials look like you'd find in a human-side trash. Oh my, how mature of you, mon ami. Planning to settle down already? Yuya! No, that's not it. I'm still a high school student. That may be so, but you know doves reach sexual maturity within a year of birth. They do? That seems a bit hasty. That aside, what are you here to buy, Yuya? Your love, of course. My Yuya, we're not. I'm not good enough? Oh well, I'll have to try again later. Is this how he talks to every girl he meets? I think that's a little rude. Yuya. Oh, what is? That sort of loose talk, like I'm a game or something. You know, that's the first time a girl's ever said that to me. I'm surprised. Thank you, mon ami. I will carry this warning in my pigeon heart forever. Adieu. Today is an elective day. What should I do? I'm going to attend. My nose is itching. There we go. I'm going to attend math class. I always find myself wondering what math is good for. Cool. And it's nap time. Always the best. It was raining earlier and that was perfect nap time weather. It's Tanabata! Let's see. Wow, there's lots here. Anybody I know? Impossible n'est pas France. Es le bois. Can you hear the song of the stars above? May they send you happiness, mon ami. That's the teacher. What should I wish for? I want to be a famous artist. Again, the fallen angel's still there. We're not doing that storyline yet. But we will eventually. Great story. Doubt I have time for it today. Oh, hello, Lady Noir. And the teacher shows up. I'm not like, nah, bro, I'm cool. No, thank you. Gotta go play Keymania. So we're playing it. Elective day. Guess so we're going math. And then, no. Learning about nothing is just learning about fun. We're having swim class with third years today. All these damn tight clingy feathers are making my heart race. Woo! Salutations, Sakuya. The wet look suits you well. Do you mock me? Hardly, I'm praising you. I'm proud to have such a handsome little brother. Your very act speaking to me is an insult, mongrel. You probably can't even swim. I wonder. Want to decide who's fastest? Once and for all, little brother? Fool, we already know who the victor will be. But to ignore a challenge would be a disgrace to my name. Very well. Mon ami! Yes? Will you be our judge? I shall judge your noble combat with all possible fairness. Of course. Just out of curiosity, who do you think will win? Probably. Now it's interesting because we didn't have this scene even when we were trying to romance Yuya. So we are going to stick by Sakuya. Well, Sakuya's an aristocrat, so probably him? Haha, even the humanid recognize my superiority. Ha, that's harsh. Get set, go! They dive with perfect synchronization. Yikes, they're both fast, even though their skeletal structure isn't designed for it at all. Oh, it was awfully close, but in the end... So, you won. So who won, mon ami? It was almost too close to tell, but Yu was a little faster. Well, there you have it, little brother. I can hear Sakuya grinding his beak in frustration. This is some sort of mistake. I demand a rematch. Sure, I'm always happy to take you on. Yuya looks pleased. Maybe he's happy because he got to talk to Sakuya? Finals! Shoot, I missed reading that. We're gonna help Sakuya clean up before we go home. Student council stuff. You're late. I came as fast as I could. Sorry, Sakuya, let's start cleaning. Very well. First move the shelf and chairs, then dust underneath. Okay. Next, inside the cupboard, arrange the files by date. Okay. Then the floor, polish it at least 3 times, and the hold on, are you telling me to do this all by myself? Who else is there? You bonehead. Maybe I should stand up to him. You help too. Sakuya, I'm the vice president, not the charwoman. So, my job is to help you, so maybe you should be taking the lead role in cleaning up. That's why I'm giving you orders. Oh, Jesus. Here's a mop. Work. What? You know how to use it, right? Let's get started. Don't, don't tell me you've never... Of course not. Talk about living in the laps of luxury. And so, Sakuya reluctantly helped me clean. Thought he might complain for a while, but he certainly can be obedient. Now then, the sooner we finish, the sooner to get to go home. TC followed practice. Alright, and now... I didn't hit the button fast enough. Furiously clicking. Furiously clicking. I love the side down running. It's hilarious. And on the hillside. It's very pretty. And almost there. Almost there. And then we're going to fast forward. Our biker chick who doesn't go very fast. Summertime. Do we want to get a job? What was it? 727. Forget it. We don't want a job. And here we are at this. Oh, it's a summer festival. So we're going to invite, of course, Sakuya. Because we got to be Doki Doki. Sakuya, over here! You've got the nerve to call me out during vacation. What is it? Oh, right, you just moved here, so you wouldn't have known. Today's the festival. Let's go together. Festival? What is that? You'll understand when you see it. Come on. What the? Shops, food, go fun all around. Good fun all around. People can't possibly be eating food prepared like this. It's unsanitary. It's madness. Don't worry, there haven't been any reports of food poisoning for 2 years. So there were reports about 3 years ago? Yup. Guiding the panic-stricken Sakuya around the festival is a little troublesome, but hilarious nonetheless. And so the night wears on. Huh, where did you buy that candy apple, Sakuya? They had an interesting color, so I thought I would buy one. I'm not going to eat it. I shall take it home and mount it in a case. Hi, Cedric. Good morning, or good evening. Welcome to Hatoful Boyfriend. Just got home from work. I figured out, so I was like, wait a second, it's evening. Morning. Was it good? Did you have fun? Hello, lady. Alright, and here we overslept. And it turns out we're a day early, so we are going to go back to the humble abode. Because we don't want to go deal with Negeki. We don't want to go cry. And this is a lovely Pigeon dating sim. So God, I love it. Us ambassador, really love that I got on my job right away. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I really, really am. But yes, pigeons dating. I'm so happy for you. Yes, a pigeon dating sim. It's a great game. We've dated. They're hentai. No, no, this is actually quite the opposite. There's a lot of strange things. I know, I know. Me not playing like a booby game or something I'm known for. Can't show those on YouTube, so I can't really play them on Twitch, so put the full boyfriend instead. But in this one, you are a human at a I'm doing really well on Honey Pop. Good. Yeah, the first one's really fun. Like, it's interesting. This game, you are a human in a school, or in a yeah, at a pigeon school, an all pigeon school, and you have all the tropes. So it's a bit interesting to kind of go through it. They haven't really quite. I think they've only just recently said that they are pigeon size. Like, so they don't really tell you, are they human-sized pigeons or pigeons? So, I think we're still in the pigeon size because we threw one of them outside. This round, we are romancing the transfer student, who's a French noble aristocrat. It's kind of a dick. We've already romanced the senpai, older brother, which is who actually turned out to be a spy for the Hawk Party. He's a spy trying to get information on the evil Hawk Party, because the doctor in the school, we found out through his story, is actually experimenting on pigeons and birds, trying to find a way to either poison them. And so Yuya found out about this, and he ends up being on the run. So you end up leaving with it on his ending. We've already dated the childhood best friend, whose mother is ill, and at the end of his story, his mother passes away. You both confess your love to each other, but he doesn't want to be in a relationship with a human because your lifespans are so different. You know, he doesn't want you to know this loneliness, the sadness of loss that he's feeling, so he won't be with you. It is like horrible. We also did Negeki, who's kind of the quiet, depressed, shy kid who lives in the who's always in the library. Well, as it turns out, he's dead. He's actually a ghost. He committed suicide in the library about 5 years prior, and you're the first person to actually see him. So you two strike up a friendship, and then as he falls in love with you, he accepts his ghost, because he doesn't remember he's a ghost. He doesn't know. He's kind of forgotten. But with you, he remembers he is a ghost. He remembers what happens. Welcome back! I just say the pigeon committed suicide. They don't tell you. It's hinted at that he jumped out the window. Because you make a joke about it, and he makes a joke, says it's a good idea. It'll kill you. So I think that's how he died, is he jumped out the window, because you're on the 5th floor. So, yes, that's how it is. So that's how that one ended. So now round. Wait, they can. But if you don't fly, then you can just, you don't have to fly. He potential. What is it? He chose not to because, pretty much. So, I have 2 hairbands on my wrist. Okay, take one off then. Put it on my pile of hairbands off to the screen. So that's the story. That's what we've got so far. Our teacher is like narcoleptic, kind of. And we are currently romancing. Thank you. I tried to look a little different. I know I'm not wearing a beanie. It's terrifying. I feel like wearing my hair down because it kind of doesn't really look too awful. And I'm kind of just, for this side, I can just kind of brush it back and just like pull it over my shoulder. And it's like, haha, nobody will notice. It's actually really purple. Like, hold on. Super purple. Fabu, that's right. Biash. So, that's the story so far. So right now we're romancing the romancing the snobbish transfer student. So hot. I don't wear my hair down anymore. I don't. I rarely do. Only because I'm trying to grow out half my hair. So, because I shaved one side. So it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna keep this over here. So that's why it's like keeps placed at least the back of my neck's off, and after I get off camera, I'll put it up. It's things I do for people. I also have an oscillating fan behind me. Behind me, I forgot I moved it. Forgot I moved it. So I have an oscillating fan there. I've got a ceiling fan up there. I've got my AC on. I'm like, but if I go outside and put my hair up, oh, I still suck at Max Gentleman. Oh, watch the old streams. I explain it. I do have the first Max Gentleman episode on YouTube, and I had to censor it, as you recall, because there was floppage. It is censored, and it's really cute. I'll have to show you the emoji later. Maximum sections. Oh, it was max. It was very maximum. So we found out there was accidental nudity. It's great. Let's get back to pigeons. I know you were there, so it's fun. You should watch it. It's great. If nothing else, if you just want to skip to it, it's at the 37-minute mark on the first episode is where the first bit of nudity accidentally happens. And so if you want to just see that 37-minute mark, it's great. I had to get back to my thing. Where was I? This is 9-1. Okay. So we're talking about the summer. Oh, Okusan. He is the track star. He only talks in coos. He is also obsessed with pudding. There's also in the beginning of the game when you first meet all the characters, they all have like anime boys pictures, and Okusan is literally a pigeon in a suit. It's doki doki. Kuku kachu? Close. Very close. It's always a Dormnard in the second term. Huh? Is that a student ID? We found the student ID. Is it hateful or hato? Hatoful. Because hato is it's another word for bird. And she found an ID. We don't know whose it is. It's of a student who it was just outside the corridor. And the student has been missing since June. It is now September. And so it's very strange that we just found. We haven't solved that yet. Haven't solved that issue yet. But it was still clean. Very weird. Like someone just dropped it. Today's an elective day. What are we going to do? Math. The next playthrough, we'll actually do character building, literally. Sakuya, of course, brilliant. Oh, so foppishly brilliant. But we adore. Oh, I leveled up. Booty. In the floor. It is. Oh. It's this late. Let's stop here for today. We'll start looking at some new formulas next time. So try to read ahead, okay? This lassitude of Japan's educational system never ceases to amaze me. You don't like Mr. Nanaki's classes, Sakuya? What do you think? And I'm not just talking about the math. Not only is attendance at the school mandatory, but everything it covers is infantile. It bores me to yawning. Hey, at least Mr. Nanaki won't chew you out for snoozing in class, right? I don't think that's the issue here, Ryuta. Look at Okosan, he's conked out as soon as we took attendance. Cool. Exactly. These pathetic teachings practically destroy the students' motivations and interest. No wonder no birdie takes this school seriously. But isn't Mr. Nanaki a big name in science? I mean, I'm not really that well informed, but I don't think it's very nice to go around piddling on him, Sakuya. We know he's capable as a teacher quite well, lady. Do you mean to say that we should respect and obey him simply because he is a teacher? His fame is merely on the national level anyway. The only world-renowned professor here is Dr. Iwamine. That is the nurse who's conducting experiments. He is a chonky little bird. The doctor is well known? Besides being evil, but yes. I never heard about that. Whoo! This is Okusan's pudding! Told you, all in clues. I'm surrounded by ignorance and fools. He is a world authority as pathology. His name is well known over the world. Anyway, Nanaki doesn't even come close. I never knew the doctor was that famous. But then, why is he working as a doctor for a high school, even if it is a prestigious one? Yeah, we'll do another playthrough, and I'll slow it down a little so you can do it. Today's the school's festival. I sense a victim. I don't want to spoil. I will make sure you're here when I do his stories for the doctor. I'll kind of give you. I'll reach you. I'll talk to you outside on the Discord, and I'll let you pick him. Who knows? Maybe instead this week I was thinking of make sure he's on the Friday because then I'll be up. All right, Friday stream. I will change it. I'll message you and I'll let you pick which ones we do. I'll even let you get the angel one if you want. Yes, there is a pigeon angel. I get home around noon. All right, cool. Yep. So we'll do the pigeon angel. We'll do Dr. Iwahime. Does it have extra wings? I don't remember. I mean, it's Animu Husbando, so probably not. But I can't think of what his portrait looks like right now off the top of my head. We'll figure it out. I'll get with you. There's quite a few. Definitely gonna do a big event. It'd be hilarious. I know, like the true theory of an angel with like all the 8 million wings and like a bajillion eyes as a pigeon. All right. So let's go on our school adventure. Oh, it's a great thing. I've done all of these. I've gotten all the endings, platinumed it, and pigeon wings. Yep. I've gotten all the things. Excuse me a moment. Sorry, puppies being puppies. Now as you can see them. I know he's whimpering and walking around. But Doggos, yes. I have both of them in here. They already went out, so now they're just being fussed. Excuse me. Why are you barking, young man? I know. He's telling me someone's walking outside. I know. I know. Hey, enough. Thank you. Hey, I said enough. I actually kicked him out in the beginning. First time. First stream. I was like, screw it. Let's just have him in here. Alright. So, now we get to just get him peppered. No, he's in the window. And G is mad because he's moving the cat. Hello! Oh. Okay. Someone from Georgia, probably. But, alright, am I still live? Okay, so, my recording messed up again. So I just download it from Twitch afterwards. Are you two done? Are you two done? They're not. Enough, boys. They're mad because the other window isn't open so they can see. That's why they're fussy. Okay. Today's the school festival. Our class decided to do a maid cafe. I'm not scheduled to work until tomorrow, so I have the day off. I don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll look around. Isn't 2-4 doing a haunted house? I'm well known for my reckless nature, so maybe I'll go and scream a little bit. I think Sakuya's free today too, isn't he? Maybe I should invite him. We're inviting him. Sakuya! Do you need something? You're free today, right? Want to go look at 2-4's haunted house? A haunted house? What a waste of time. Nothing but a foolish charade of commoners. By commoners and for commoners. How do you know if you don't go? And besides, isn't keeping an eye on the masses part of a noble bird's job? I suppose it might have some value since I have no other pressing matters to which to attend to. I shall accompany you. Oh, he's a total douche noggin. Raban. You know you had to get the trope in here. He's the transfer student. Ooh, look at the scary burbs. What is this madness? A haunted mansion. What on earth is that? Will we be attacked by hostile ninjas? No, that would be a ninja mansion. But my nurse told me that any mansion is bound to have ninjas lying in wait inside. It's like a tiny theme park, but a ghost theme. Hence, haunted. How foolish. No doubt this is nothing but tricks to scare mere children. We shall enter. Oh, hey, wait! What trickery is this? I can't see. Why is it dark in here? Oh, right. You can't see in the dark, can you? Ah, I stepped on something nasty. No, stop! Unhand me! Sakuya, calm down. No, you're not supposed to kick the poor ghost. Let me go! I've never seen him this worked up before. Anyway, I'm glad he enjoyed it. I think. I had a date with someone once where I had food poisoning. Threw up all over myself on a roller coaster. Yeah, good times. I handed in my recorder instead of my math homework. Yeah, I did tell you this guy. Handed in your recorder instead of your math homework. I don't. One's an instrument. The other is paper. What do I do? Is Mr. Nanaki still in the staff room? Excuse me. Huh? Oh, there's the on the left is our teacher, and on the right that's the doctor, the evil doctor. I told you he is a chunky burb. He's so chunky. Mr. Nanaki and Dr. Iwame, I hadn't expected to see them together. And you see nothing nothing peculiar about these numbers? Nothing at all. There's a statistical deviation visible in the data on students from the past few years. And these are real birds. They're actually from, this was all these were actually from a bird sanctuary. That's where all the birds come from for this. I had hoped to get some insight from you, but it would seem I've overestimated you. Really? Sorry I couldn't help then. I'll, what day is today? 10/7. Osakazuki. That's not very nice, Doctor. What do you want? Hello, lady, what is it? Sir, I gave my recorder earlier instead of my homework. So you did. Here you go. Here's the workbook. Thank you, sir. So sorry, sir. Like teacher, like pupil. Yeah, that's the best part of this game is you're dating pigeons. Like, not like magical schoolboys who were turned into pigeons. No, pigeons. Beautiful. Music class was fun today. Solo tests always make me nervous, but they can be fun too. I sang well. We have physics next, right? Huh? Sakuya is standing in the music room, staring at the instrument rack. What's wrong, Sakuya? What do you think of the arts? Or, I'm sorry. What do you think of the arts, Miss Lady? The arts? Where did that come from? Surely one as yourself has an opinion of some kind. What do you think of the arts? Well, I'm not really sure something I put into words just like that. Just, just, Dostoevsky once said that it was that an artist is a man who turns his ear inwards and writes down with zeal what he hears. Such is a common idea. He looks angst-ridden. I wonder if something happened. That one guy. Fun fact, I know how to play woodwind instruments. I can play the clarinet and the saxophone. Finally, done with cleaning. Time to go home. Huh? I can hear some birdie playing the piano in the music room at the end of the hall. Ooh. I think I'll... Clarinet saxophone. That's all I know how to do. I mean, it's been my god forever since I tried it, but I do know how to do it. I can almost kind of play the flute. I haven't done it in a long time, but I can see somebody singing at the piano through the door. I recognize him. It's Sakuya? How long have you been there? Were you spying on me? How unpleasant. I mean, I guess the birds would play either, because they'd have to play woodwinds or piano since they don't have the lips to do uh, to do strings or wood. Yeah. So, how long have you been there? Were you spying on me? How unpleasant. No, I just came here. It sounded beautiful. Never knew you could play. I'm amazed you can practice and still study enough with such good grades, Sakuya. Of course, a noble must be versed in all fields, though I doubt one such as yourself understands the art. It sounded wonderful. Hmm. Oh, I'm distracting you. Sorry, I'll go now. Don't mind me. Lady, huh? What do you love? Why is why this all of a sudden? Tell me. Hmm. Udon, I guess. Udon? Truly. Yep, I eat it every day. I see. I see. Thank you. Okay, bye, Sakuya. And I left him sitting deep in thought. What was that all about? Fried chicken? What do I love? That's a tough one. Probably s'mores. Finals! We do amazing because I have good wisdom. And I beat Sakuya by 2 points. My DX, suck it. Actually, how special makes you? Of course. Creme de la creme. Oh, snap. I'm trying to figure out if I want barbecue tonight or deep dish amazing pizza and wings. I haven't decided yet. What even is... Thank you. Okay. Huh. Oh, I got a letter. Why not both? Because they're 2 different restaurants. I'm still thinking. So we got a card in the mail in the game. We are holding a Christmas party at the Lebel Mansion on the 24th of this month. You are invited. Be honored. Sakuya Lebel Shirogane. Yay! I got a heartwarming invitation. My family's Buddhist, so I hadn't thought of anything planned. Might as well go, right? I think I'll go to the party. Now, as I said, Christmas Eve in Japan is more of like a lover's holiday. Like you would spend it with someone you love. There's actually a whole entire DLC to this game involving just Christmas. Haha, what do you think, Lady Noir? Normally a commoner such as yourself would never set foot here. It's amazing, Sakuya. The whole thing is far removed from my own uncultured Stone Age lifestyle. I feel a little nervous. It's like Valentine's Day. Exactly. It's more like a Valentine's Day kind of thing. Do you have a party like this every year? Every year? Don't be foolish. We have one every month. Creating a habitat for society's discourse is a noble duty, after all. That seems a little tiresome. Are you feeling overwhelmed already? Poor, foolish, come... Cool! That's... Cool! This establishment lacks pudding! Oh, cool, you dog! Oh, thank you. Oh, cool, you dog! Why are you here? I never invited you. Cool! Okusan sensed a feast and came through the window, but there's no pudding! I won't give you any. I wouldn't give you any even if we had some. Confound you, you genetic throwback! Okusan's going berserk at this. Going to go berserk at this rate. I think I should. Right, you crashed my party? Oh, it was Christmas Eve. Stop him. Ku Okusan, inside voice. Well done, lady. Now throw him outside. Cool. I am grateful to you, lady. Now we can have a party in peace. No need to thank me. I would hire you as a bodyguard if you ever so desired. Yes, I have to be dramatic for Oko-san because he's the best. Because you have to. You just have to be dramatic. If you aren't dramatic, it's not worth it. It's the first day of the new year. It's a little cold out, but so I think I'll go to the shrine. Ah, must be nice warm. Maybe I should buy an amulet and go home. So Bios is working there. So we are going to wish for fulfillment in art. Thanks, Ryota. Ryota's here. I was gonna go have lunch. He says I'm working. Then he told me I should go pick a I should go see how my fortune will be. He got a bad in fortune. So I'm gonna pick this one, which is Bork's Blessing. It's different each time, depending on your storyline. Could you got a better one than I did? Be good year. Arigato. Wait, inside is that Sakuya? This part's new. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? I hadn't thought you were the type. I'm here to observe. I may one day be ruling this country, so there's no harm in familiarizing myself with the customs of the masses. Remember, he's French. He's French, so he doesn't really quite understand Japanese. That aside, I had heard the rumors, but this place is a battlefield. Some lunatic almost killed me throwing coins earlier. Oh, right, you don't get out too often. Those are offerings. They're... Yes, I'm aware. The custom was created by a secret policeman during the Endo period, I believe. I never knew. I understand that the coins thrown by this policeman also inspired shurikens later on, used by ninjas across the country. Fair enough. Ignorance is no excuse. To begin the year by testing each other's reflexes is deadly military skirmishes. Japan is truly a brutal country. He gazes, mixed with admiration and fear, the donations falling into the shrine box. Correcting him would be a pain. I'm just going to leave it to that. Let him think we're doing Shoryuken to battles. He is terrified of ninjas. We had vacations. He hibernated. And everybody's like, really? And he's back asleep. You're hibernating, sir. Wake up! Oh. Journey will be over before you know it. Let's enjoy it while we last. It's nothing special this semester. Nothing to worry about. That's what we say every time. Most splendid and greatest academy of the Pigeon. By the Pigeon and for the Pigeon. Still light out, so maybe I'll go somewhere before I head home. Whee! Oh, tomorrow's Legumintines. I still have not looked it up. I don't know what that is. Think I'll buy some beans. Today, it's a holiday where you give beans to the boy you like, but apparently it used to involve throwing them at pigeons. Disgraceful. No, it's sentient pigeons. Good evening. Are you here for beans? Yes. Is there a kind you think are particularly good? This year's trend is towards the bean medleys for racers, but they're a little pricey. So we are going to go buy a racing blend, because they are the expensive one. There's a holiday in the Hatoful universe that takes place on February 3rd. Girls are encouraged to buy a package of beans and give them to the bird they like. Huh. Today we learned. I didn't know if it was like a real holiday, because they celebrate Tanabata in here. So that's why I was like, thank you, miss. Here you are. Today's the day. The preparation. It's not, but I know that the holiday is. But I know that that holiday is legit. Like, I know it's a real holiday. I just don't know what it is. So we had to go give our beans to some boy, some birdie we like, and we're gonna give them to Sakuya. I'm busy. May I ask you not to waste my time? This will only take a minute. I have something for you. Here. What are these? It's pricey blend of beans. I know you like expensive things. That's not what I meant. Why are you giving me beans? It's Legumintines. And what is that? I mean, it makes more sense they'd have a holiday like that because for Valentine's Day, girls giving the boys chocolate. No, guys give girls chocolate. And then on White Day, the girls give the boys chocolate. Maybe it's reversed. Now I don't know off the top of my head. Either way, chocolate's not good for birds. And what is that? What planet are you from anyway? It's a holiday where girls are supposed to get beans. Yeah, I can't remember which one it is. I want to say it is girls giving to guys. If Animu has taught me anything. It's a holiday where girls are supposed to give beans to the boys they like. What? No, guys have a different day. They have White Day, which is exactly a month later. But what? Don't look so disturbed. Jeez, I gave you those. Will you accept them, Sakuya? These beans are somewhat cheap for their illustrious receipt, but since you asked, I will not refuse them. Really? Yay! What did you mean by like? Huh? I'm asking you what you mean by the boys they like. Um, what exactly I said? No matter what I'm doing or where I am, your beautiful plumage always comes to mind, Sakuya. Anyway, here. I hope we can continue to get along. Indeed. He glances at the beans, then at me, then wordlessly leaves. I'm glad he liked them. Right? It's cold. Feels even colder than it was around New Year's. Maybe the wind's stronger? I'm starting to think I should build a wall or maybe dig myself a new bedroom. This kind of weather, some birds are even collapsing in the street. Oh no. Hey, wait. Is that one Sakuya? Sakuya, what's wrong? Don't ask for the details. Just carry me to your miserable abode. I beg of you. I guess they are pigeon-sized then. Wandering around and collapsing in the streets at this time of night doesn't seem like customary practice for an aristocrat. What happened, Sakuya? Don't tell me your family has fallen from high society. What happened? I shall not say. Eh? What are you doing wandering around in the wilderness then? I was not wandering. I was on my way here. Be honored. Oh, so this isn't a coincidence after all. Do you want something from me then? No, don't flatter yourself. Eh? Um, should we call your family something? No. Hmm? He looks really angry. Listen, don't you dare call my house. Sakuya, did you run away from home? That sounds bad. No, I simply left on my own volition. Um, isn't that the same thing? Yeah. What happened, Sakuya? Lady, do you remember when we talked in the music room at school last fall? Yeah, what about it? Do you remember what I asked you then? You asked me what? You asked me what I loved. You asked me what I loved. That's right, and you gave a simple, honest answer right away. And that, that made me jealous. Did I mishear? This is the last thing I'd expected of him out of all people. No, I don't understand, Sakuya. Why? I, I'm one of the few of the pure bloodline. I am ranked higher than any of my siblings. I have been slated to become the next family head since birth. There's no reason I shouldn't be. But, you don't want to take your father's place? How do you know that? It's obvious. It's written all over your face. Probably they have some typo. He is the aristocrat prince, so it could be. That's what I was like. It's not violation. Just work here. I love music, but my father does not approve. When I was young, I owned a number of instruments, but he had them all thrown away. Art is not in our realm. The joy of creation is the domain of peasants. Our role is to be patrons and promoters of the arts we admire, not to be artists ourselves. A noble who sows his own wheat is a fool. It's not true. I think anyone who can play music should be encouraged, no matter who their parents are. That is because you think with the peasants' values. My world is different from yours. I'm not talking about what peasants think. I'm talking about what I think. What about you, Sakuya? Sakuya, what do you think? What do I think? You speak in riddles. I carry the name of Labelle. To play at applying my own standards and ideas to the world would be a disgrace. But didn't you just say you left the mansion on your own accord? Isn't that applying to your own ideas of the world? You've contradicted yourself. What do you want to do in life, Sakuya? I must succeed my father as the next family head. Oh, jeez, that's not what I meant. What if you could forget the LaBelle family and do anything in the world? What would you do then? Forget about the LaBelle family? What mockery is this? We're speaking hypothetically, dummy. If I could do anything in the world, I would continue studying music. I would like to see how far I could go as a musician. He sounds uncharacteristically modest. I was half expecting him to give me some rambling speech about how he would untie the world and become king or something. You love music, don't you? If I could hear you play that piano again, I would be very happy, Sakuya. I think you've answered your own question. Answered my own question? Don't be ridiculous. This is mere fantasy. It has no connection to reality. Have you told your father you want to study music? Don't be ridiculous. How could I lower myself to? So you haven't even asked him about it? You wouldn't be lowering yourself, Sakuya. Are you ashamed to love music? Hmm. You should ask him. It's worth a try, right? Hmm. Perhaps you are right. I suppose I never would have thought of that if I hadn't talked to you. You were confused about what you wanted, Sakuya. I just gave you a little push. Lady. Yes? I'm going to speak with him when I return. If he refuses, would you carry my fallen body to safety one more time? Are you planning on running away for real next time? If it comes to that. I will follow you anywhere you need to go, Sakuya. You will always have a safe place here, okay? I shall return to you. Thank you, lady. And so he set out across the wilderness once more. I don't know if his father will accept him, or if he really will run away, but I know he'll come back to me, and I pray our future will be a happy one. Ta-da! First ending. Now he has two endings. The second one is the full ending. You know. So we're gonna do that one. I got time. Yeah, we definitely can do it in 30 minutes. Because we get to skip a lot, because I've already read it. Oh, so Pigeon Nation Inc. Ah, Into the Night. Here's your base bird husbandos. See, it wasn't that bad of an ending. Like, it's not like, oh, surprise, the kid's dead. No. So, yeah, a little gallery of endings. Into the Night. Dream's End. Yuya only lived twice. It's cute. Alright, let's get a new game real quick. Alright, welcome to St. Pigeon's Institution. Our name will be Noir Crystal. We've got a game on. Yes, I know that gallery. We have to be tasteful. This one. Yes, we will be Crystal Noir. So we will display the human portraits for fun. So I can show you all the human boyers. So this is again, this is Ryota. He is the childhood friend. Here is his human boyfriend. This is human persona. You only see this once. It's always just a pigeon. He's a rock dove. Then now we're just gonna skip it a little bit. We're late. We're late now. It makes you almost not hate pigeons as much. So of course you're in the same classroom as your best friend. Here's our teacher, Mr. Kazuki-san. He falls asleep. That's the teacher's cuteness. His ending's not very happy. Ah. And here is Kazuki, with Sakuya, our rich noble aristocrat. The La Belle name. Here's what he looks like. Very suave. Like, he's cute. Alright, we're gonna keep just clicking through. And then we're gonna go to the library to go return the book. And here is our ghost. He's dead. This is a ghost. He's a mourning dove. Nobody can see him but you. Which is why he's confused. Like, even his music is sad. It's like, I don't think you can hear it. It's very pretty. Like his story, it was gorgeous. Here's our poor dead boy. Very sad. Very, very sad. He's cute. He doesn't know he's dead. That's the interesting part. And now we get to see Sakuya fighting with Yuya. No, because they're half brothers. Please don't try and talk to me again. Don't want to talk to half breeds. Yuya is senpai. He is the older, he's a popular trendsetter, ladies' man. He's also an upperclassman. So he is husbando. Senpai must always notice. Always be noticed. Then she's all surprised because he knows her. And he's like, well, you're kind of the only human here, so it's not hard. It's the end of the day. We're like, where's Yui? No, we're trying to find Ryota. Turns out he's in the infirmary because he's got a weak stomach, so he gets sick a lot. This is where we first meet the doctor. Then the doctor comes in from nowhere. Shonkerburb. He threatens to feed us all kinds of stuff. There's the doctor. He's just so sinister looking. Not 100% sure why his song is Nutcracker. I know, he's so chonker. He's actually quite evil. His ending's really fun. I'll even do the full ending first, just to get the... So this tells us that the next day we have to go do clubs. So we're just going to go investigate the track club. And of course, cuckoo! There's no pudding for man. Okusan rejects it. It's a lie, a vicious falsification. So he's like being very, very angry. And I love it! This is his anime persona! It's a pigeon! I love it. I actually saw someone cosplaying as that once, and oh, I loved him. I have a picture of it still, and it's been like forever. I'll have to remind me to show it to you later. I had to find it, but it's just a picture. It's a sign that just says "Ku Oku-san loves you," and I'm just like, ah, I will. So good. And that's our first day of school. Alright, so now we get to go pick what club we want. Kusan's gonna be on track. Ryota's gonna go home because he's got work. And Sakuya's the class president, so we will be joining the student council. Yay! Now we have to get our charisma up this time. Where's my PC? My 2-inch mod and my 27-inch monitors. I have 2 monitors. I'm happy. I like my little setup. Alright, elective day. We are going to music class. Dun dun dun. We sang birdie melodies. It was a little tiring, but singing together is fun. To do anything. Level up charisma. Yeah, it's interesting when you have like 2 monitors. You're just like, then you can't go back to 1. I was pretty sure I wanted to join, but what does the council do again? So, go to our student council. It's like a CEO's office. We are going to go become vice president. Because he wants us to be his right-hand wing. So, impressed. Sitting at home. Tomorrow's the hike. He's tired. So we are going to go chill with Sakuya, who's going to complain that why is he on a hike? Why is he walking? It sounds terrible. Exercises for peasants. Alright, elective day. We are going to attend music class again. Oh good, clicks that time. Today's music history lesson. So much thinking outside the box. I feel like I'm going to fly out the handle. But this is what Mozart is all about, I guess. So bad. I wonder what those wigs felt like. They look like they're wearing pomegranate on their head. Do you seek to mock the great masters, lowborn Philistine? No, I leveled up. Imagine well aware. Sports festival. Sports festival's coming up. Ryota's doing the three-legged race. Um, Okosan is doing the marathon. Sakuya will be a cheerleader. And Yuya is in the medicine tent where the doctor is watching the students. And Negeki is in the library naturally because he can't leave. We are going to go to the cheerleaders, which, as we recall, that they have a huge brass band, and I get to be in charge of cymbals. Go me, yay! All right, now we get to take our midterms, and I did terrible, absolutely terrible, because my wisdom score is so. Midterms. There's a bunch of birds in the staff room. He's telling about Brian the Pigeon, because he is the first intelligent pigeon, and he was crowned for another Pulitzer Award again. And then I'm like, who? They're like, oh, what? How dare I? He is the world's most famous blogger. He began when birds were barely intelligent. He's very skilled and an insightful writer. He was one who suggested the Dove Olympics be called the Pidge Olympics. He's extremely influential. The name was adopted right away. Why don't you look him up right now? Try Googling Brian Pigeon. Okay. A little bit of history for you. Well, for the Pigeon universe. Better get back to class. Hello, everybody. Ah! So now Ryota and Okuzan are fighting. They're just fighting. They fight a lot. But this time Sakuya called him a mongrel. We are, of course, going to side with Sakuya. They're both mad, so I pick up him. So I pick up Okosa and I literally throw him out the window. I feel like I'm shining. So on break, we are gonna go to music. Wait, was it 2:20? So we're gonna go to infirmary because we don't want to deal with the brothers. So we're going to the infirmary where you will. No, then why are you here? I came to. We're skip class. There it is. I want to skip class. Get out. Kicked out at the speed of light. I should probably take my school life more seriously. 26. We're going to do an elective. Going to music. We had to stand up and sing solos today. I'm nervous. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. His voice is beautiful. Way to go, Kosan. Nora leveled up. Charisma by 5. It's Tanabata. Let's go read wishes at the Tanabata tree. Let's see if there's anybody we know. Impossible near le Palace Francis. What should I wish for? To become... See, here is where the mad love of a fallen angel. That's where we'll get the yours. We'll do that on Friday. To become a famous artist. Whose work is known over the full world. Now we get to meet the teacher. He's like, what are you doing out here so late? And he's like, do you want me to walk you home? And I'm like, no, I got some errands to run. Because the new Key Mania is out, and I gotta go play that at the arcade. I mean, come on now. Gotta go play that new game. My rhythm game's on point. No. An elective day. We are going to attend music. I've been placed in charge of the timpani today. Last time I was the gong. What am I supposed to be? The music gorilla? It's kind of a human and the only one who could probably lift it, so... Leveled up! More charisma! Music. But we're pigeons, so you have to make it into a bird meme. Finals! We did terrible. Let's see here. The 20th. Today's the last day. It's been a semester already. Sometimes it seems long, sometimes too short. But either way, it's summer now. I think Sakuya said to help him clean the council room before going home. He always gets angry if I make him wait, so I should hurry. Now we go. Sakuya wants me to do a bunch of stuff. And then I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You want me to do it by myself? And he's like, yeah. And it burps for the win. But then he's like, why else? What am I? I'm the president. It's what I do. I command you, filthy thing. And it's like, no. So I'm gonna remind him he needs to get his butt down here and help. So I hand him a broom and he's like, what am I supposed to do with this? And it's like, bro, let me teach you. I'll show you how to I'll show you how to clean. You know, he complained and fussed, but he kind of enjoyed it a little. All right. Here's the big running segment, so we're just gonna hit fast forward because this is where you meet another character. She's the badass biker chick girl with a scooter who drives well under the speed limit. All right. Oof. We have homework. Do we want to do a part-time job? Do we want to do a part-time job or homework? Nah. We're gonna go nap. Homework. Scroll down my list. Okay. Today's the local summer festival. I think I'll go with some birdie. Who are we gonna go? We're gonna go with Sakuya. And we meet him, and he's like, what are we doing out here? And you're like, let's go to the festival. And he's like, what festival? It's like, oh yeah, you don't live here. You're French. So I take him to a festival, and I'm like, hey, there hasn't been food poisoning in at least 2 years. And he's like, what? So we go, we eat food, and he brings a candied apple because he finds it fascinating. He thinks it was beautiful, and he wants to go put it home in a decorative case. All right, today I overslept. Oh gosh, I overslept class. I'm late. And the teacher's like, look in the upper left-hand corner. And it's like, school doesn't start till tomorrow. And then he's like, will you help me in class? What is it? It's like, will you help me, grade class? I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm going back to bed. And he's just like, fine. I see how it is, I see. Now it's the summer. Cool. Of course, that's always having fun. Yep. What is fun? He just falls asleep. You have to love it. Let's see here. Now we find a student ID from someone in 2-2. Remember, we're in 2-3. And she doesn't know anywhere to go, so she gives it to the drops it off at the teacher's desk. And he's like, this is strange. This was, this student went missing in June. Why you just found it? It's dusty. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. So here we are. Elective. We're gonna go to music. Oh no, I forgot my recorder because we turned it into math. I don't think we have any spares. I don't have. I do have my hikakuri at least. You can play that? Apparently I can. I'm not even sure what it is. Yay! Okay. We'll start looking at new forms tomorrow, so try to read ahead, okay? Oh, he thinks, of course, the Japanese, schooling system is terrible. But then, Oko-sans are always asleep in the back of the class. The teacher nods off, and Sakuya's just like, dude, what the heck even is this? And then that's when we find out that the doctor is actually a very, very famous, very, very, very famous pathologist. And you're just like, what? School festival! This is where you came in. Our classroom is doing a maid cafe. We're going to go to the haunted house. And we are going to invite him. And it's going to happen the same way out. It's going to play out the same way with ninjas. gonna kind of skip through it a little. He's like, this is terrible. It's like, I think he had fun. Maybe? Don't know. Music class was fun today. So Tess always made me nervous, but it could be fun. I sang well. You have physics, right? Huh? Sakuya standing in the music room, he's staring at it. What do I think of the arts? No. I'm just like, that's weird. Yeah, really only the ending actually changes. Now we hear the piano, and we're gonna go look. See what's gonna go on. We can hear him playing beautiful piano. It's Sakuya. He's like, how long have you been there? He's just like, yes, I should be practiced in it. Remember, we love udon. Udon. And we get our finals back. We did terrible. Terrible. Okay, winter breaks them, so it makes me sleepy. I forgot. I got a letter in a fancy envelope. Who's it from? We're holding a Christmas party. And come. Yay! So I get to go to the party. So, we're going to the party, which of course is going to be crashed by none other than Kosam. Although if we are doing a Kosan on Friday, I'm doing him first, just because that's going to be terrible on my voice to go cool the whole time. And I should stop him. I tell him to use his inside voice. Cool. And I pick him up, throw him outside. Cool. And I get hired as a bodyguard. I'm like, thanks. I think. Happy New Year! Oh, it's raining. Oh well. Guess I'll go try him. This weather makes wilderness dangerous. I'm gonna go sleep. So we don't get the New Year party this time. Happy New Year. Hope you all had a vacation. I hibernated. Surprise, surprise. Nothing special this semester. Nothing to worry about. Sure. Okay. And now we get to go buy beans for that special sunbirdie. We're gonna buy the expensive racing beans. Alright. Totally got this. Totally got this. Sakuya. So I give him the beans, and he's just like, what even is this? And he's like, what do you mean by like? I'm just like, I like you. Doki doki. Alright. This is where we'll slow down. Alright, it's cold. Maybe a wall. That's Sakuya. Bring him in. Don't ask for details, just carry me to a miserable boat. I literally live in a cave. Collapsing. Happened. Fell from high society. Now here's where everything... What happened? I shall not say. What are you doing wandering about in the wilderness then? I was not wandering. I was on my way here. Be honored. No coincidence after all. Do you need something from me then? No, don't flatter yourself. Eh? Should I call your family or something? No. He looks really angry. Listen, don't you dare. Don't you dare call my house. Sakuya, did you run away from home? Sounds bad. No, I simply left. Isn't that the same thing? Yeah. What happened, Sakuya? Crystal, do you remember when we talked in the music room at school last fall? Yeah, what about it? Do you remember what I asked you then? You asked me... You asked me what I loved. You asked me what I loved. That's right, and you gave a simple but honest answer right away. And that made me jealous. The last thing I'd expect to hear from him. I don't understand, Sakuya. Why? I'm one of the few people with pure bloodline. I'm ranked higher than my siblings. Slated to become the next family head since birth. There's no reason I shouldn't be. But you don't want to take your father's place. How do you know? It's obvious. It's written all over your face. I love music, but my father doesn't approve. When I was young, I owned a number of instruments. He had them all thrown away. Art is not our realm. The joy of creation is the domain of peasants. Our role is to be patrons and promoters of the arts we admire, not to be artists ourselves. The noble who sows his own wheat is a fool. That's not true. I think anybody who plays music should be encouraged, no matter who their parents are. That's because you think with the peasants' values. The world is different from yours. I'm not talking about what I think peasants think. I'm talking about what I think. Sakuya, what do you think? What do I think? You speak in riddles. I carry the name of Nobel to play. To play at applying my own standard and ideas would be a disgrace. But didn't you just say you left the mansion on your own accord? Isn't that applying your own ideas to the world? You've contradicted yourself. What do you want to do in life, Sakuya? I must succeed my father as next family head. No, jeez, what do you mean? It's not what I meant. What if you could forget about the LaBelle family and do anything in the world? What would you do then? Forget about the LaBelle family? What mockery is this? We're speaking hypothetically, dummy. If I could do anything in the world, I would continue studying music. I would like to see how far I could go as a musician. He sounds uncharacteristically modest. I was half expecting some rambling speech about how he would untie the world and become a king or something. You love music, don't you? If I could hear you play the piano again, I would be very happy, Sakuya. I think you've answered your own question. Answered my own question? Don't be ridiculous. This is mere fantasy. It has no connection to reality. Have you told your father you want to continue studying music? Don't be ridiculous. How could I lower myself so? So you haven't even asked about it. You wouldn't be lowering yourself, Sakuya. Are you ashamed to love music? You should ask him. It's worth a try, right? Perhaps you're right. I suppose I never would have thought of that if I hadn't talked to you. You were confused by what you wanted, Sakuya. I just gave you a little push. Crystal. Yes? I'm going to speak with him when I return. If he refuses, would you carry my fallen body to safety one more time? Are you planning on running away for real next time? If it comes to that. I will follow you anywhere you need to go, Sakuya. You will always have a safe place to hear, okay? I shall return to you. Thank you, Crystal. And so he sets off across the wilderness once more. I don't know if his father will accept him, or if he really will run away, but I know he'll come back to me, and I pray our future will be a happy one. There's more. Wake up! Wake up! It's morning, Sakuya. Silence! The hall of your fathers has many lumps and sharp rocks, Crystal. Jeez, what are you complaining about? I even got you some straw. Which is to say, I did the best I could for a freeloader. Here, I made breakfast. Your first concert is today, so you need to get ready. He didn't complain about the food. That's an improvement. By the way, what is it? Have you contacted Yuya? You must be joking. I thought so. I have his address. Should I tell him about you? We need not worry him. I have no intentions of asking favors of him. I didn't mean... Anyway, let it be. Things are finally as they are. I guess he's still a little chilly about Yuya. Maybe it's still too early. Let's go, Crystal. Okay! Tout noir. Salutations, I trust you are well. A little birdie told me you've been taking care of Sakuya. He's a pain, but I know you'll be able to handle him just fine. I have something to tell him. Something very important. Something I've been meaning to tell him his entire life. Since you're... Well, I guess since I'm a little unsure myself. If he ever says he wants to see me, I'll think it over. When that time comes, let me know, okay? I'll keep in touch. Adieu, Yuya. Ta-da! So the full ending is he follows his dream to become a pianist. So that's the full ending. His brother is willing to make out. Yay! Song of the Foolish Bird. See, we have good endings sometimes. They're not all terrible. Just most of them. Yeah, most of them are terrible. Are pretty kind of. None of them are as sad as Negeki. That is the saddest one. The doctor's is weird. Teacher's a little sad. But other than that, it's pretty good. So that's that. I'll probably do more. I'll probably finish this week out and do some more. Cedric, I'll get with you. We can figure out who we want to do on Friday. Which person? Turn this down. But that is Hatoful Boyfriend. Truly one of the better simulators. I was thinking of doing Dream Daddy first, because that's just... It's a joke of itself, but Hatoful Boyfriend is just the best. This was like my first husbando dating sim. You know, I'd done, the waifu dating sims, but I'd never done one where I get a husbando. And of course I picked one with pigeons. So it took me a long time to do like a serious husbando dating sim. But of course Hatoful Boyfriend will be the best because I'm dating a pigeon. How can I say no? Or I'm dating a dove. Or a other pigeon. I forgot what the archive is. Yes, these are just informations about scary things. Shh. We won't get into those till later. You can always save and come back. But we'll have more. You can change the languages. And I do hope you all have fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this very, very silly game. It's amazing. I really love it. It's a great, weird game. And I'll do more this week. I think I was supposed to be doing Power Wash Simulator. I think I was doing House Flipper again for Thursday, but I'm not. Tomorrow I'm off, so I will not be streaming tomorrow. I don't stream Wednesdays and Sundays, but so I'll have some time to rest. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you'll come back next time. Come back Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And you too can enjoy more Hatoful Boyfriend. And I hope you have a good time. Bye bye. Bye, Sachin. Bye, Cedric. Have a good day. Drink water.